Hello, welcome to Gaming Related. My name is Junior Monk, and I'm so happy to be back. We've missed you dearly. We were gone for 2 weeks, seeing each other in person, getting sick, and living our lives. But we are so glad that you're here with us. Welcome to episode 14. A lot happened right up into the point that we got to where we are today, and we're gonna jump right back in. So before we go too much further, let's say hi to our players, except for one who is currently using the restroom. Hi, players.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Glad to be back. I missed a fuck ton of stuff.
Missed y'all so much.
We had a big session last time, and then we just kind of left it off. Sorry about that, gang.
Yay! Thank you
What
for
a
the 17
cliffhanger.
months. It was a cliffhanger, and we have planned a one-shot that we're gonna go and explore some really cool things from Xanafy's past, but we're gonna schedule that another time. But we are gonna go back, which I'm excited for. But yeah. Thanks for guys. We got a hype train going. Thank you, Leon.
Let's go.
W. Well, cool. I don't really have much for announcements until the end of the show, but I do want to mention something really awesome happening this Thursday, and with someone in this crew at this table.
Yeah, we're having a meeting.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
Minnie, thank you. What's going on this Thursday, Hikaru?
Oh, hey, y'all. I'm going live on my channel at Lightning Hikaru at Twitch. And I'm going to be playing the new Sonic X Shadow Generations game.
Yay!
And I'm so excited. I'm so
Awesome.
excited.
You're going to do great. It's going to be so much fun.
Don't look at my face. I'm very red and embarrassed.
Yeah, please, if you're fans of us, it's because of all of the amazing acting, role-playing, and gaming that Hikaru has brought to our game and our table and our project from the beginning. In Campaign 1, for the scary nights that we did, playing Phasmophobia, into where we're going with Season 2. So please go give her some love as she goes live for the very first time this Thursday.
Hikaru, I have a question.
I have an answer.
What stream goal do you need to hit for me to fly to where you are and we 1v1 in Sonic Adventure Battle 2?
What? You can't drop that live without me thinking that.
We can talk about it.
Welcome back. Hello, Sleepy.
Wait, she's done Jason.
I'm sorry. As soon as Monk was like, and the arrow's flying, everybody get ready. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta pee. What the fuck? I was gonna pee my pants, but I took an extra minute after washing my hands because I needed a fruit by the foot.
Nice.
Sorry.
Oh, you wash your hands when you pee? Cool. Hey,
Don't be gross.
I'm kidding.
It's not gross to wash your hands, freak.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey
I'm
guys.
gonna fight you.
So a
Much
little
better.
bit of ASMR. I made this. This is a little healing potion. It's also my water bottle. Listen to this. Everyone be quiet. Ready? Wait, no, that was a bad one.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That sounds pretty good.
You guys heard it?
Yeah.
There it was.
that's-
That was more solid. Can you do it one more time?
Just,
No, because I dropped it and
one
rolled
more,
down
one
my
more.
feet. It's
Okay,
under.
well-
It's somewhere down there.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
like
if we don't get that, can you remind me what it sounds like when a Sahagin climbs a ship?
Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. Let me get some water in my
No,
mouth.
don't. I'm taking that. Take my headphones on. Can't get me. No, I can still
Something
hear
like
it.
That's
Okay.
a deep cut for OG fans.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to do this? Are we ready to recap
No.
what happened and where we are tonight? Are we ready to play the game? Can we get a ready check here? We'll put it on
No,
this
I'm
map.
not ready. I need to
Oh.
know who's listening to music so I can piggyback on your shit.
Wait, you gotta go to the
I
other
can
screen
start
for
listening.
the ready check, Monk. You gotta
Is
go to the
it-
other screen.
I'm on it. I'm
No.
on it.
No, yeah, he's on the right one.
I'm on it.
Is he? Okay.
Okay, we're it's upside down. Damn it!
No, it's
Bordu.
perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Wait, it's upside down?
You have to
No, it's not.
Now turn it around.
Your camera's mirrored on your end as opposed to what you're putting out. So
Yay! We got it.
We did it.
We did
I drew
it.
that backwards for nothing.
Okay, we're just gonna fix that in post. Leon, you got that? Thanks.
yeah, I got it. I'm not
Okay.
changing anything.
Nor should you.
Previously on Thieves of Queens and Kings, you all have arrived to Tilboya, the great city right on the coast. It's known as the Diamond City because in the winter, as all the ocean and seas kind of, the ice breaks, it catches the light and it looks like floating diamonds. You all have been here for a little while, maybe a couple hours. And you went and you met with Softpaw, who was the owner who also housed Evelyn when she came into town. And then you guys got some news that Evelyn's brother has come alive. Thank you. I have a couple times since the last
That's
time
what
we
I was
played.
thinking when somebody said, "You have arrived."
You guys all arrived. Good job. And damn it.
Oh no, we lost Leon.
Oh, did we? Oh, that's what it was.
We're back.
Okay. We have your face, Leon. But we don't have your audio.
Oh,
There you are.
Hello.
okay.
Now we can hear you.
Oh, I think you're back.
Yeah, sorry. It was having me pop in and out and I couldn't hear anything. I'm so sorry. Continue.
You're okay. You have found that he is hanging out with some pirates in a hidden underground city within Tilboya somewhere. It's got a really cool name. Then you went and you talked to another person who was going to give you another clue. When you went to go talk to this person, they were not very happy with you. It was a half-orc named Silva of the Moonlit Curiosities. And although he had some really good information, it was at a cost. Kind of butting heads with Xanafi, who could see that he was gouging his prices. A deal was struck. And this deal was by Cassius, and that is, what could we do for you? And the answer is, if you can go and retrieve me a cup of water from inside of Tilboya's, here, I'll move it to that map and show everyone. If you can go to Elandor's Glade, there you will find, in the middle of this glade, a well. And if you can get a cup of water from that well, he will give you all the information you need and 50% off on some very important gear.
Small correction.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually 75% off each of our first purchase.
That is true.
Potatoes.
If we can get it within the first 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then it goes back to the 50%.
That's correct. Now, so you guys went to Elendor's Glade, and at Elendor's Glade, it is protected by Centaur, and you were allowed in. As a matter of fact, they were very happy to see that Xanafi, our druid of the group, was in your party. So, you guys went into the glade. Your first trial was a riddle, the answer being a blade of grass, which you all solved. And then as you were approaching your second trial, something crazy happened. A pack of wild river otters.
California.
California doesn't exist.
A whole
up,
family of river otters started
Not a
leaping
fan.
and bounding
They
towards you.
charged at us. They charged at us.
They charged at you, as river otters are to do. And Xanafi stepped in front of the group and cast Thunderwave and sent them flying backwards, killing the entire otter family.
Wow, crazy.
Maybe this was the trial. Maybe. A centaur comes out and is
Was it
very,
the actual trial?
very angry.
Sorry.
And we finished the session with essentially a fight breaking out with him saying, "What did you do?" And as the fight began, and he was charging the group, Cassius heroically moved him out of the way, compelled duel, and basically bought enough time for rationality to take place. And in the midst of the fight, I'll let you read it again to start us off tonight, Cassius, to get us back in the zone. Immerse us, please. What did he say to stop this fight?
Well, also, don't forget that Xanafi was literally offering herself up as a sacrifice.
Let's not forget
She did.
the event that prompted this.
Yeah.
The
She's
trigger, which
she's
was...
entangled with roots and vines that are slowly starting to cocoon her, and that's when it happened.
Which, for the audience's context, we asked, "Is Xanafi gonna die?" And the centaur said, "Bitch, she might." And Xanafi was like, "Okay." And that was it.
Yeah, she might.
To which Cassius removed a shield he had not shown to anybody yet and presented it to the centaur, saying, "I am Squire Cassius Aramith, last branch of the Juniper Monastery, sole holder of the will of Oberon, sapling to Grand Arborator Hymnus Calbaliv. By right of the Sealy Court, I demand court and council prior to bloodshed."
And with that,
The otters didn't get that.
Or Gloaming Court, I said Gloaming Court.
Blooming
Yeah.
Court.
and with that, the centaur kneeled and said, "As you wish." That is where we begin our session today. And let us go back to the map. You are going to feel, Xanafi, that the roots have climbed up and around your ankles and around your hips, as you can hear Cassius call out and name drop words you have not heard before. You can feel the roots climb up to your chest, and as they climb up to your chest, you can see the centaur bow. And where and why in the world would something like this ever happen? And then the roots completely consume you, and you all see Xanafi standing stoically with her arms down and cocooned in this tree. Now, Xanafi, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And for those of you who are tuning in,
Yeah.
welcome. In this channel, when there's a wisdom save, we all take a drink of your favorite beverage.
I just wanted to be clear. It's not stoic. She's full on panicking mode, but she's resigned herself to this choice.
I would have taken your hand. So, Monk, if I take some damage
Okay?
while I'm still holding her hand, I will.
It was so nice.
I absolutely love that. And what will happen is a natural 20.
Let's go, bitches!
Excuse me.
only because E took my hand. It's canon.
Yeah. Let me apologize, guys. I'm overcoming a cold, so I might be coughing tonight. So, with a natural 20, you see the fear as the roots begin to scratch your face, encircling around your nose. You can't breathe for a moment, and you feel a warmth in your left hand, and only your eyes catch through your peripheral that Evelyn has grasped your hand, and before your eyes go black, you'll see that Evelyn is looking at you. Now, Evelyn, you are going to go on a ride, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh no!
Come with me
with
and
disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Your imagination I feel like right before the vines totally take over, you see one tear just go down Xanafie's cheek before it totally shuts her off as you guys make contact.
Cool.
And then, as you're rolling that, Evelyn, everyone else,
It's gonna take a minute because my whole character sheet just crashed.
that's okay.
Come
Take your time.
back.
So, Vordoon, Ysern, Cassius, you are going to see the centaur stand up, and he's going to grab his pike, and as he stands up, he's going to look over to Xanafie. We have not heard for a very long time of that monastery. But our order recognizes yours. This way. And he is going to gesture, almost like someone putting their hand on your back and kind of moving you through a crowd. He is going to gesture with his hand for you to follow as he begins to walk into a very large tree that's off to just the east of where you're currently standing.
Okay, so as he starts moving, Cassius is going to say, "No, I'll not be going anywhere. By the tenets put forth by the Archfey, release her now!"
He's gonna look. She will be released when she's ready. This trial will be no bloodshed.
So she will come out, living.
He gives a nod.
Also, I got a 13.
Okay.
I fear.
DM.
Yes.
Can Ysern, when he walks past towards the centaur, cast Bless on Xanafie, Evelyn, and I guess Vordoon can have some too?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Word.
Now, when you go to bless Xanafie, you're going to see the roots themselves kind of begin to glow and then dissipate. And you'll know that she can't be reached.
Oh.
Xanafie, like when you first walked into this forest and you could feel the vibration and the energy and the soul of it, you are transported faster than your mind can gather. You are flying through roots as a tiny speck of light zigzagging through the world itself, through the entire realm. And you are going to appear with a bright flash of yellow light in front of a tree. And the tree is burning. And as it's burning, you're going to hear the screams and the cries of your people. Evelyn, you are going to see the same thing, but you are not tethered. And where you saw Xanafie, suddenly you are alone. And you are flying through the realm. You've never been so connected. And you immediately just start crying. No emotion, no facial emotion, just tears that can't be stopped. And you are going to see a younger Xanafie, and you're going to see her standing, clutching her pearls, looking up at this tree. As she falls to her knees, you're going to see a spear fly just over your shoulder, and it is going to hit the tree, and you're going to see the tree ignite where the spear hit. And then you're going to hear the sounds of command. Oi! This is the place. Like a moth to the flame. And you see a band of humanoids that are just on a rampage. Xanaphi, as you are standing there, seeing this tree aflame, realizing you're home, you are going to remember everything you did that day to survive. You are going to see yourself in the third person as you get up and you take off one of your beads and you place it on the tree, hearing the crackling of branches drying to wilt and crack and fall. And then you turn and a rage and a vengeance overcomes you. And suddenly, Beanie Baby is by your side. This primeval gathering of twigs and branches and leaves and animal creatures and bone suddenly arise and form itself. And then you just start fucking shit up. And you start fighting back and you're killing. You rip through one of the torsos of this humanoid. You see Beanie Baby grab him by the feet and just stomp on his hips. You hear the man cry out in pain as you stab, and you hear his life leave him. And you go around jumping from tree to tree, over stumps, hiding. You're in a fight. And then Evelyn, you see a side of Xanaphi that you haven't seen before, this primeval rage. And then within the moment, the vision comes to an end. You see Xanaphi kneeling, holding a piece of cloth. And on the cloth, you see it's tattered and it's bloodied, and there is the symbol of a cleaver. And as she falls and she cries, you go and you touch her shoulder. And as she looks at you, a spear comes up towards your face. And before it hits, suddenly you both are transformed and brought back to where you currently stand. And those of you who are watching, the vines start to dry and crackle, and suddenly over the eyes falls to the ground. And you can see Xanaphi. And then your nose is uncovered, your hair, your shoulders, and suddenly your hands are free. What does Xanaphi look like with a natural 20, a 28 total? How did you take it?
Dice aside, I think she would just collapse to the ground, utter heart-wrenching screams, just sobbing. The loss of everything just brought back like it's been nothing. Not a day has passed. It just happened all over again. She just watched her world get destroyed again.
Because we're still holding hands, so.
Evelyn, you catch her in your hands, and you can't explain it, but for the moment, your hearts are one, your mind is one. You are a druid. You witnessed the decimation of a people, the crying out of the forest, and you begin to cry uncontrollably as you both are knee to knee, holding each other. The centaur looks down to you. This grove is sacred and a purifier. This is the trial that she asked for. And he takes a couple steps back, and as he takes a step back, he is going to move over to this bridge of vines, and you're going to see the vines are going to move, and they're going to braid themselves as he puts his first hoof. They're going to hold him, and then his next hoof, and then he's going to turn and he's going to walk into the tree, leaving your group alone.
I think.
Can I do a medicine check on Xanaphi? All I saw was her come out of the vines and just start screaming, so...
Yeah, you absolutely can do a medicine check.
18.
Okay. You know that this is a post-traumatic response. You know that it's a very delicate healing. This isn't a physical ailment. This is emotional. This is psychological. This needs therapy. This needs safety. How you begin to heal that is up to you. You also will feel the same from Evelyn.
Oh. He'll go up to Xanaphi and he'll hold out his stuffed dinosaur. He'll hand it.
I'm gonna go
Chamomile
so
got
much.
me through some tough time.
Oh, I love you so much, Derb. I don't think she gives a fuck right now. I think she reaches out to try to punch you, to be honest. She's still in fight mode right now.
She's just Evelyn's just holding her tightly.
I think with the nat 20 though, after a minute, she makes eye contact with Evelyn, and she realizes she's not there. That was a long time ago. She's not there. Everything's fine. Everyone's safe. She's not there. It's not happening. No one's dead. She's not there.
Well, I definitely didn't
breathe.
save, so I'm still crying.
I can breathe. I can breathe. I'm okay. Everyone's
The
gone.
otters
I'm
are
not
dead,
there.
but
Oh.
Hey, can we take a quick?
What a really good actually.
Can we take a quick 10-hour recess? I need to fly to Leon so I can punch him in the face real quick.
Side note: did the dryads fuck off, or are they still like there?
The dryads
Oh yeah.
have fallen back into leaves and shrubbery.
Okay.
They are gone.
Hooray!
As is Beanie Baby.
Wait, Beanie Baby's gone?
Ooh, you got Beanie Baby confiscated by the principal.
Ooh.
So the skull's still there, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay,
fallen to
I'll
the
go.
ground.
On shaky legs, she will stand up, go grabs the skull, and put it back on.
Is Evelyn still down?
She is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and pick up Evelyn, maiden style.
Okay.
Yeah. Evelyn, you're off the
I
ground,
didn't-
and your senses begin to kind of come back slowly. You've been gut punched by the entire realm and its natural order. And I think what hits you the most is this connection to the world is something that Xanaphi walks every day. For mechanical purposes, make another wisdom save. In
Ah,
Verdun's
fuck.
arms, you'll have advantage.
Yo.
Because who wouldn't? It's Verdun, right?
I mean, valid.
Vordoon's arms give me disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. Just so hard to resist.
Oof.
Okay.
No.
You can't shake it.
the dice tell a story. The dice tell a story.
This is your first time experiencing it.
Yeah.
First time?
Roll
Mhm.
the 5.
First time?
Yeah.
Yeah, sing
Seriously.
the destination of someone's people.
That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. No, she's not snapping out of it. What else do you guys do?
Xanaphi will and Vordoon, obviously, since holding me, we all hear Evelyn will just comment. There is much behind that rage.
Yusern will slowly walk towards Cassius. Hey, I don't know if this is worth it for that glass of water. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Have you ever heard of the sunk cost fallacy?
damn. No, what is that?
Also, like,
Perfect. We'll continue then.
Word.
Eventually,
Cassius. Oh,
without. Well, you guys go on. Go on.
I was just gonna say Cassius will approach Xanaphi. And he still has the shield that he pulled from behind his cloak is now just, it's equipped, it's just resting on his arm. And he kind of won't make eye contact with her, just kind of looking around a little bit. You okay?
Wait, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore, Cassius.
Okay. You don't have to be. I'll be right back. You sir? I have to go talk to a man about a horse. Well, specifically, that man is a horse. Would you like to talk to him with me?
Sure. But remember, don't look him in the mouth. Or, right?
Or is it don't lead him to water? Why would we lead him to water? He has, he probably has water already, right?
There's dead otters in that water. I don't think he can drink that one.
All right, we're gonna go.
And if he starts crying again, but she.
Yep, we're gonna. Cassius just grabs Yasern's arm and starts walking.
Sorry.
Okay. You guys are walking towards the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk towards the tree, the same thing happens with the vines. It's almost like they meet you. They're loose, but on your approach, the braid tightens the weave enough to hold your weight, and you cross. In front of you, you see that there is a tree that has been hollowed out, and you can see that there are stairs that start to lead up this winding corridor. You see that within the inside of the tree, there are nooks for glowing plants that illuminate your way. The ground itself is polished wood, and there's no sign of footprints from cloven feet. As you start to walk, and you realize you're going up 1 story, 2 stories. You've walked for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and you're now 3 stories up, and you could feel draft of wind coming from above down below, as it is well ventilated, this structure. How far do you go before you realize that you're by yourselves, or is that the intent?
I think we were clear, like openly communicating we were gonna go in there. Okay. So if nobody else follows, I think Cassius would just assume that nobody else is following.
Okay. At this minute, a good minute or 2 has gone by. We'll say 10 minutes total. The feeling has left you, Evelyn. The lingering thought hasn't. But you're able to compose, you're able to put your feet on the ground. The ground receives you. You could feel the grass kind of give way. You could feel the wind that's in here. And although you realize, okay, I'm not a druid, I just witnessed what happened to Xanaphi. You start to remember your brother. You start to remember the orchard. And slowly within those 10 minutes, you start to come back.
I don't know, man. I don't know, baby boo. What am I doing? Let's see.
How about I help you out here?
Yeah, help me out.
And Monk, this might be a rule of cool thing, but I'm gonna cast command on her.
What?
Okay.
As I walk up to you, Xanaphi, and place my hand, and just one word: courage.
The cowardly dog.
Shut up, Leo. Let me have this.
Okay. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw. We're drinking a lot tonight.
Oh.
Do I have to?
You can fail it.
I kind of want to see just for funsies because I want to roll.
Mm-hmm.
But
Let the dice tell the story.
let the dice tell the story.
A 19.
Till you make it.
You make
A
it.
19.
You could tell that Vordoon as his eyes flash
Sorry.
white or black, that he is trying to use magic to encourage you.
He put his hand on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reach up and put my hand on his hand, and in time, friend. I just need a minute. In time.
Would we go catch up with the others? I'll bring that closer because I feel like I'm being quiet.
Probably should catch up with them.
I do not want to go any further in this. I want to go out. Oh, sorry, Blazes, get off my keyboard.
Did it come back? Or did it stay, that overwhelming connection to it all?
You tell me, DM. Let me check the forest vibes.
Yeah, there's a check for this. It's a nature check.
Oh god. Fuck me. Okay.
Don't you have something that gives you bonuses currently for that?
Me? No, I lost it because I killed a bunch of otters.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
You go to kneel down and kind of put your hands and your feet on the ground to ground yourself, and it's rough. It feels like there's briars and stickers, and it's uncomfortable. And you can see maybe a few feet away there is a very furry tarantula that's running away and diving underneath the wood. You feel disconnected.
She just shakes her head at Evelyn.
Well, let's wait here then and wait for them to come back.
I mean, if you guys want to go ahead, you're
No,
welcome to. I've got work to do here.
Not leaving you alone. But after that,
Thank you.
With a nod of understanding, Werdoon will just nod, and then he'll stand his ground. Ready?
Okay. So you guys wait there. Meanwhile, the tree begins to open up. You are now well above the canopy. And you can see that from where you're standing, there are other branches that lead off into other directions. You can see that there are many druids up here, most of them elven. And one of them is going to approach you, and he is going to say, "These are the latest from the test?"
Most of.
So either the rest of your party quit, or they failed. Is that why you two stand alone?
Well, no. More specifically, the centaur said to follow him, and he wasn't very clear that this was the progression of the test. I more thought that he just wanted to talk to us about something that happened outside. A bit of a miscommunication, I think.
He is going to put his hand on the tree as he kind of leans into it. There is no miscommunication here. You seek to have a trial. You seek to have a word. And you called upon the Juniper Monastery. Yet you come alone as he looks over at you and your son.
Well, again, he didn't. So I think it's a bit bold to say there wasn't a miscommunication, because I think he did miscommunicate the intent of moving over in this direction. I think perhaps he could have been, maybe not a miscommunication, perhaps he was not as clear with his wording as he could have been.
Let me be clear. You entered as one group. You leave as one. Make a perception check, Cassius.
Aye. 4?
You can see that the branches themselves are large enough to be a bridge of this tree, and they connect to other branches. You can see out it's a city in this forest of many different trees that have different living quarters carved out of them. What you fail to see is how many people have eyes on you, how many creatures, and just how vast this forest is. And he'll say, you will have your counsel.
So you're saying we have to walk all the way back down and go get the rest before we can...
He gives a slow nod.
Okay. And he's gonna turn around and, to Ysern, but kind of louder, just be like, I mean, it's a magic tree. You'd think the branches could, like, just people not heard of magical elevators? I mean, we have flying ships. We kind of moving, but whatever.
Eventually, you guys make your way all the way back down. And those of you who are standing down here, Vordoon, you catch them first. You could see that your party has rejoined, and they come out of the tree on the other side of the vine bridge.
So, how we doing?
That's a loaded question.
Y'all need
Bit of
some
a
milk?
headache. I don't
Then-
think here's the best place for that.
Xanaphy has been picking up all the otter bodies and placing them together. I don't think she has anything that she can use to dig holes, so she'll just put them all together
Okay.
really nicely. Put a blankie over them. Nope, she didn't bring her pack with her.
Excuse me. Okay, you start to...
Don't you have vine growth?
Did you have vine growth? I don't know. I'm panicking.
I mean, he used it on the ship.
Damn.
Sorry.
That was spike growth.
Spike growth. Oh.
I don't have it ready today.
Oh.
Okay. You lay the bodies of the otters.
Ooh, you know what I do have though? Thunderwave.
No, please.
And then you set them up like bowling pins. And then... and then-
Anyway.
Okay.
At seeing this, Werdude will take out his old shield and start digging with his old shield.
Aw, you angel.
Okay. Vordoon kneels down and starts to dig, and the ground here is soft and forgiving, and you're able to dig at least 3 feet pretty quickly, enough to put as many of these bodies as you find. And within a good 15-20 minutes, you've completely buried them with a small mound of dirt over them.
I will use Druidcraft to grow little flowers.
You go to put your hand or your staff on the grass, and where you would imagine that tiny twigs would crawl over with little tiny sprouts of flowers, nothing happens.
What?
You all see Xanaphy kind of moving her hands in the grass, like anticipating something to happen, but a confused look overcomes her face.
As she, like, I imagine you try it a second time, right? It's not just the one, oh, it didn't
absolutely.
work. Can I want to cast Silent Image.
Are you gonna? Leon, Sleepy's heart's too fragile for this.
Can I see the spell?
Yeah.
Or can you just tell me what the components are?
Verbal,
Okay.
somatic, and material.
Okay.
I'm at a distance. Maybe she hears something. He's just kind of banking on her being too focused right now to hear what he's doing.
Make a stealth check.
I was about to ask a question, but I know the answer is no. 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. I'm sure you'll get another one pretty quickly. A natural 20.
Thank God, my passive perception's 18.
That's why. Yeah.
Amazing. So,
Oh my.
Cassius, you can see she's struggling, almost like someone who has done something 1,000 times. Suddenly, it doesn't work. The magic declined, and you quickly realize the situation. And with a quick, faint flick of your wrist with the components, you whisper the words. And Xanaphi, in front of you, you see the vines begin to grow and twist and dive into the mound of dirt. And then you see flowers begin to sprout every which way. You can see the grass begin to kind of fold itself away from the grave.
If I may, I do want it to work. I want it, but Cassius is reasonably smart, and I think he kind of picks up on what's going on in the current situation, so he doesn't want it to just be like, boom, big growth, yeah, there's nothing wrong with your magic. He understands something's probably wrong, but he wants to give her a little bit of hope in this moment.
I was gonna say, I think she's like, no, 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 no.
So
Okay.
I think where she's casting, he just wants just little flowers to start grow, and like feebly, like they're kind of struggling to grow, but just a hint that she's still connected.
Enough.
Yeah.
Sure. So you'll see one of the twigs sprout a pink flower, and suddenly it begins to wilt a little bit. Only 3 of the petals remain. It works, but it's so subtle. It's hurting, but it worked. Enough for you to appreciate it and not know that it was anyone else but you.
Okay. Okay.
Eventually, you are all on your feet when Cassius and your son tell you the news.
Can we have a word with you all over here? Internally, away from the flowers that aren't going to be there forever.
Xanaphi sits and stares at the flowers. So the next
For 11
hour?
minutes.
No. Still cool joy, of course.
So I think we were both under the impression that we were going to go in there and talk to him, but that's like a tree city, and that's where the trial continues.
Oh. Okay.
And he will stop and he will look at Xanaphi. I know you want to leave. I know that things are complex. You are, as I'm to understand thus far, in some ways, a protector. Are you not? Pushing forward now allows us to protect Evelyn's brother. To save someone.
And I
think
suppose
you
I
can-
must find my courage.
Or we could fucking leave. Thoughts?
No.
You certain?
What? We can do it other way. We're pretty smart. Well, y'all are.
Cassius will take your hand, Xanaphi. If you cannot find it, we will find it for you. Let's go. And
My hand.
I was gonna say he starts moving towards the tree, but he doesn't let go of your hand.
We're chill. We're chill. Sorry. That's pretty cool. I guess.
As you walk,
Also, a note for Vordoon. Sorry to interrupt. Just a note for Vordoon, because Cassius is still has that shield equipped that he pulled out from behind his cloak. Boy has no idea how to use this thing. Boy, it looks like Boy has not held a shield in decades. He's like, it's not
Maybe.
strapped on properly. Like it's a bit like askew off to the side. Like it's not great.
Verdun will definitely notice that. Of all things.
okay. As before, you walk up to the edge of the cliff, down to the river bottom, and you can see there's fish swimming about. You could smell a sweetness in the air, that of just rich land, and the vines begin to braid and intertwine into a wide bridge, allowing you to walk side by side as the five of you, strange bedfellows, make it into the tree stump, and you start to circle around. Xanafi, as you are walking up this tree, you've never been inside of a tree. You've climbed them, you've slept underneath them, but this one is... Oh, go ahead.
Actually, the mother tree was hollow inside, and I
Oh.
used to sneak in there all the time when my mom was in meetings, and go and play in there when I wasn't supposed to. So actually,
Okay.
I have.
I
But
love
it's
that.
a little smaller guy. But
Okay. Okay, well then, what you will notice is that this tree itself is an ecosystem. You catch an army of ants that are wrapping their way inside, and you see that they've cut several leaves, and you see the little green patches of color as they are marching in every direction. As you go up to one of the platforms on your way up to the 4th and 5th story, where Cassius and Yusern are leading you, you could see that there's a couple nooks where you imagine there's sleeping quarters. Eventually you get to the top and you imagine that you're in the canopy, and you are going to see that there are several other trees that have their own people on them. And where you come out of this tree, I'm going to show you.
oh look, my weird centaur guy with no hands.
Yes.
This reminds me of Dungeon Meshi.
Like a
Yes.
centaur version of Senshi or something.
Well, I meant the map, but
Oh, that makes more sense.
Why does he only have one front leg?
Because I don't know how to draw a horse. Poor dude.
centaurs in Alira are tripods.
I don't know how to draw horses. If you look closely at the picture, there's even a tiny horse because I had to use it as a reference picture because I didn't remember how horses looked. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. He's standing
Okay.
perfectly like side by side with his feet.
Okay. You get to the top of this canopy, and you can see that there are several druid, maybe 100 of them, that are all scattered about on different parts of this area. You can see the base of the floor below, and you're probably 100 feet up at this point. And yet another 100 feet above you is more tree. And you're going to be approached by this elf. And it's a woman, and she has beautiful green hair that is put up in a ponytail that kind of leans off over her left shoulder. She's wearing a green encrusted emerald necklace, a very low top to these exquisite elven silks, these beautiful jeweled ringed these hoop earrings, and a tiara on her head. And she's going to approach, and she is going to look at you first, Xanafi, And then you're going to see her face suddenly go from stoicism to anger. You can see the twitch in her lip. And then she's going to look at you, Cassius, and you're going to see she is going to squint her eyes, and she is going to whisper something to the person beside her. Beside her, you see what looks to be an elven archer. Tall, slender, long-armed, a mohawk that is long enough to fall down to his back, golden eyes, a couple chips in his ear. This is a well-battled, well-seasoned elven archer, and you're going to see as he gets whatever whisper, he is going to turn to his others, and he's going to leap off the tree and fall into the canopy. I need Yusern to make an insight check. Or, sorry, a perception check.
Perception.
Ooh.
25.
Let's go.
You are going to hear one word out of the conversation. No, a 25. You're going to hear a couple words. One, you're going to hear, he's returned. Two, hag. And then the third word is evil. And as you hear these things, you're going to see that the archer is going to take his group and they're going to dive into the canopy and disappear. She then approaches you all, and she's going to give a slight curtsy. I am Alrindel Gilmus of the Glade. I was excited to see you join and enter the trials. I am saddened to see where it has come. But before you punish yourself, and she looks right at you, Xanaphi, she could see the puffy eyes, or the puffy cheeks, the bloodshot eyes. She looks over at Evelyn, and then she looks at Vordoon. However far you've fallen, the forest will purify. Come, this way. And she's going to walk up a few more steps, and you see that they've cut this tree into a flat area, and you see that there are different altars around it in a sphere, and you see that in the altars there's one that has a shallow puddle of water, almost like a bird bath. You see one that has a tree stump that's been hollowed and it currently has embers glowing. You see one that looks like it is a scale that has sand and dirt in it. And she is going to call you all to stand in the middle of this tree. Go on.
Yusern's
Yay. Let's get this
gonna
over
turn
with.
slightly and give the anime like partial eye to Cassius. Be like, stay cautious. They're whispering shit about you, my guy.
I figured they would. Cassius is going to lean over. He's going to squeeze Xanaphi's hand and just say, kind of under his breath, though you command wilds, prevent unnatural threat, you belong here with us now. The earth may not have you yet. As a bardic inspiration for you.
Aww.
Okay.
Thanks, Boo. She'll squeeze your hand back. Set her shoulders back, you know. She
Okay.
fucked up, but
Yeah.
I can fix this.
So as you step into the middle of this tree, she's going to say, the trial has been paused. You have brought vengeance upon our land. The reason why we stand here in this tree is because of him. And then she's going to gesture for Cassius. Step forward, child.
He'll let go of Xanafy's hand, and he will. There. That seems fine.
Hold on to your butts.
I've never let go of mine, metaphorically.
She's going to say to you, the last branch of the Juniper Monastery, the sole holder of the Will of Oberon, sapling to the Grand Arbiter Hymnus Kalbaliv. And as she says Hymnus's name, a weight suddenly starts to push on your chest. You have rights.
Present and accounted for.
The Gloaming Court has not been called upon in a century. You will receive your court and council. And she's going to flick her hand. And as she flicks her hand, you're going to see a water spirit come up and out of her palm. And you're going to see as the water is swirling Avatar style, there is an otter inside of it.
Oof.
And this otter is swimming about. It swims up and it dives. And you can see it brings up a rock. And it starts to slam the rock on top of a shell that's on its chest. And it looks playful. And she gestures for the rock, the otter. And the whole spirit itself begins to float and rest on top of what looks like a bird feeder. Cerna, the very spirit that you destroyed. And you see inside of this sphere, this spirit suddenly looks at you all. And then she's going to say, you stand before this council of elders, child of nature, yet touched by darkness. Do you remember the hag that claimed you?
More than I'd like to.
You may have forgotten, but the wild remembers. The trees whisper your name. The winds tell of a boy kidnapped and twisted by dark magic.
The winds should find new stories. That was a long time ago.
Can you be certain of that? The hag's touch leaves marks that may not be visible, but are buried deep. The blood of the hag runs through your veins. She looks at your
I think you'll
antlers.
find that the hag's marks are very visible. He gestures and kind of clinks the jewelry on his antlers. I'm aware of what happened to me. I'm also aware that a long time has passed. And whatever
Time.
ills I've done, I've atoned for already.
She is going to meet your gaze and meet your expression. Times does not cleanse a curse. You were stolen from the balance of nature, warped and used. That darkness may still linger, waiting.
And you see, at this moment, what you're currently describing, by definition, is a victim. So can we discuss the actual matter of the trial? Because I don't see the hag here. I don't know who you seem to attempt to condemn with your words.
And how do we know you're not still an instrument of her? How do we not know that Hymnus was right about you?
Because if I were still her instrument, I would be doing the things that I would very much like to do right now. But I am a creature of free will, and I am choosing not to.
You could see all of the guards. Their bows are at their side. Their spears are standing straight. No one has flinched. You see the otter spirit has begun to kind of play, splashing water within its own little sphere. You may not know what you are. That is our concern. But you understand the hag twisted your soul, shaping you into something. Tell us, have you ever felt a shadow within, something unnatural?
You mean to tell me you haven't?
She gives a slight nod. We could feel it. It is there, and she points at your chest. And it threatens the harmony that we protect.
Well, tell me. You seem to think you know me better than even I know myself. Why not speak to the good? I did. You druids, always so focused on the negative. Speaking not to the souls within the barren ash, that may yet still draw breath, because of my intervention. But no, you're too focused on where my power comes from, as opposed to what I do with it. And you seek to call that fair trial? Everyone, every single druid within this complex seeks to claim that they are wholly of pure spirit. Well, that would just be unnatural, wouldn't it?
Us druids focus on the balance. Do you know if you are within balance as we speak, or will it take a mere few other words to drive the shadow to the surface? Show us who you really are. Until you do and face it, you speak with a silver tongue. Show us who you really are.
You already know who I really am. And I know that that's what this is for. And yes, you're right. There's no hiding behind it. I'm the man that killed Hymnus Cowbelief. And again. The deed was penance enough. You have no right to judge me. We're here for a trial of a different kind. So either do whatever it is you're going to do with the guilty verdict you've already decided upon, or let us continue with what we came here to do. Those are your two choices.
She lifts her other hand, opposite of the one that summoned the spirit of the otter. And this one, you'll see, is another swirling ball of water. And inside is a fish with a tail that looks like it's feathered. Its face looks like that of a piranha. Its body sleek like a koi fish. And you see the spirit of the fish. And she says, Ethar. And this one goes over to one of the other pedestals. And then she is going to raise another spirit. And this one is going to float towards you, Xanaphi. And this one looks like a tree, a sapling, a very tiny bonsai looking tree. And as she summons this one, it is going to go and rest. You see it digs its roots into the earth on the pedestal. And then lastly, this one, she doesn't summon. This one approaches on its own. You see a massive, taller than Beanie Baby elk with these gorgeous horns that are glowing with this silver. And you see its eyes flash this white. It's got a huge mane. As it steps forward, you see that plants and flowers bloom at every step, even within the top of this tree. And you're gonna hear a deep, like, whispering voice as this elk spirit begins to speak to you all. Here we have the Earth Genasi, fearing loss of control, a hex blood, fearing that his companion, disappointed in who and what he's become, the fallen angel, atoning for his past, haunted by the cries of the children. Another ASMR, the fear of losing family. And then the one touched by evil incarnate, blood drained from the very veins that course through him. I am Rokhan, the spirit of the elk. And he stands on the fourth corner amongst the other spirits. And then you're going to hear a very high-pitched, very flamboyant type of voice. You all need to tone it way, way down. The vibe in here is just totally upside down. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But damn, peace, please. As you all look, and it's actually, the spirit of the otter talking to all of you. You're gonna see everyone kind of smile a little bit as the otter continues. The ecosystem has been turned upside down. The family that you destroyed, my family, it is very much part of this ecosystem. The fish we eat, the filters that they are, the bugs that we clamor on the land to eat, we all serve a purpose. So, my first question to you, dear druid, is what is your purpose? Tell me why. I understand, Xanaphi, you might be AFK right now.
She's figured her cat sat on her
Fucking-
computer's power
Yeah, my fucking cat sat on the computer and shut it off. I was so confused. I'm so sorry. Fucking Blaze, you know? Oh.
It makes more sense now that you didn't, get enraged by Monk calling
What did
you
I
a
miss?
Genasi.
What did
You
I
missed a
miss?
lot. You missed a
missed
whole lot.
another canonical pronunciation of Genasi.
Oh, I
Gross.
thought she took it on the chin.
No, I
No.
got disconnected right as the fucking tree spirit came into being.
You got to learn how to take the Genasi on the chin.
I think you need to.
I like that.
Oh.
So
Let us
anyways,
know.
Xanafi, what's your purpose or whatever?
What's my purpose?
Oh.
What did I miss? Yo? I'm still trying to get everything back up and running. I'm so sorry.
Was it the elk? The elk listed off everybody's fears?
Yes.
Yeah. Yo,
No,
Yeah.
I missed
it's like
it.
lore dropped a bunch of shit.
Oh!
Yeah, Lore dropped a bunch
God,
of
this is
people's personal
recorded.
information. Literally doxed
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
And
Said
then
private lives, not
Word.
here.
And then the otter spirit started talking and said, "This is an ecosystem, and the family you destroyed, my family, served a purpose in that ecosystem, as everything does in nature. So tell me, Druid, what purpose do you serve?"
I can't. I can't hear my own thoughts because Spotify isn't going. Oh, I don't know. I'm panicking.
What we could do, as you're trying to get back online, is we could take an early
I'm
break.
back. I'm back. We're fine.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
May I speak as her attorney, please?
Please do. Please make it my attorney. Originally, my purpose was to protect. Hold on. But now my purpose is to attack, so I'm gonna go fucking kill my dog.
She means that.
Anyway.
It's a joke. She's gonna go scold her dog for probably knocking over a little trash can, I would guess.
While
She's
we're
trying to
waiting
steal
for
my
her.
pumpkin pasta. I'm back. Anyway, originally my purpose was to protect. Now it's for retribution. I'm not sure where my path will lead to, if I'm being honest with you, especially after this.
The water spirit of the fish is going to speak in a calm, deliberate, and wise voice. Like the quiet depths of a river. The fish represents stillness and contemplation. We value subtlety and the natural flow of events, waiting patiently for things to reveal themselves rather than acting impulsively. Your emotions run deep as the ocean itself. But your impulse, control, you act before thinking. You've disrupted the flow of our grove, and you've disrupted the flow of the world. Your path of vengeance is short-lived. That river will run dry. And the fish will, after speaking, do a quick circle like a goldfish in a bowl and quickly turn and look at you again.
My impulses have kept me alive. My impulses have saved my life, have saved others' lives. I have done a wrong, there is no doubt in that. And I might be quick to act instead of think. But my actions have saved lives. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But they have, and they will again.
you're gonna see the spirits are kind of looking at each other, and then they look back at Xanafi. And then Cerna, with her high voice, the spirit of the river otter, will say, river otters are one of the most dexterous of creatures. Living on land, living in the water, we adapt. We move. We even go to war. And sometimes it's downright fun, you see. Did you save the lives of your friends today? Is that why you did it? Is that why you destroyed an entire family?
I did it because I was scared. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes. Out with it. What are you so afraid of?
None of your concern. This place is stupid and I want to be out of here.
If I may, actually, I'd like to... Is this a good time for me to interject? No, I don't care. You should really... If you're that concerned, if you were that concerned for your family's safety, do we not understand the concept of stranger danger? Is this not a thing that all sentient beings should be aware of? Do you not have strangers coming through the grove at all hours? Seeking out this fountain, this tree, this whatever people come in here for?
No, we don't. Only the select few.
Fantastic. So one would think that in the odd event strangers appear, for one's safety, one ought to be a little cautious in this regard. We're so focused on nature here. So let's take an example from nature. Would you punish a bear that lashed out at you because of your sudden arrival? You sneak up on a bear, you tap it on the back, you expect it to just be calm. No. You approach with caution when it is a beast you do not know. I'm not saying that what Xanafi did was a good thing, but the intent behind was to protect the people that she cared about from something perceived as a threat. And if you're going to stand here and argue that that intention is bad, I will be entirely honest with you all, I will not fucking have it. Was it a threat? No. But neither are vines or piles of sticks, and not 10 minutes prior were we attacked by those. Forgive her for being a bit on edge. Also, I understand your whole metaphor you're going... He, turns to the fish. I understand your whole metaphor that you're going with for the river and, stillness. Beavers exist. Beavers change shit all the time. And you know what fish do? They get used to it. They adapt to the current situation. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just don't like your metaphor.
You're gonna hear the deep voice of Rakhan. And he is going to look... he's going to look at Xanafi. Then we'll be out with it. You are in violation of balance. Druids are tasked with maintaining that balance. By killing the otters, you've disrupted the ecosystem, affecting the river and the surrounding life. You're breaking your own pact, your own circle. Druids hold a sacred pact with nature, and your actions are considered a betrayal of that bond. The otters, although may seem innocent creatures, are not innocent creatures. But what an otter does not have or carry or wield as a weapon is vengeance. There is vengeance in the tree before me. And until that vengeance has been balanced, you are no more a druid than he is. And he looks at Cassius. Any more than the spider, any more than the fly is. And then you're going to hear a tiny squeak as before your feet, Xanaphi, and you're the only one that sees this. You see there is a tiny baby otter. And when I say baby, I mean hairless, pink, the size of your thumbnail. Or your thumb.
Just left that on the floor.
Wait, what?
That's
It's-
so irresponsible.
It's the size of your thumb.
Who just left this baby on the floor?
Mm.
Anyway,
Whose lost child is this?
is there an Amber Alert out somewhere?
Somebody call the Walmart attendant with the microphone.
As you look down, you just see it's kind of squirming, looking for something to latch onto. And it is absolutely just lying on the wooden floor.
I guess I'll try to pick it up and keep it warm.
As
Or else
you-
it's gonna die.
As you go to pick it up, it squirms in your palm. You hold it with two hands, and the rest of you see Xanaphi look at her hand. There's intention and there is consequence. Are you telling me that you killed those otters solely as a reaction to fear? Or was there more?
I grow quite tired of these games that you are playing with me.
This is not a game.
I put a hand on Xanaphi's shoulder.
You do all understand how it's fucked up to have her hold a baby right now, right?
You don't see it.
Oh, you don't see this.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you don't see it.
You do understand how fucked up this whole thing is, right?
They don't respond. Was it an act of
Remember-
survival? Was it revenge? Or was it negligence? Sorry, Evelyn.
You're good. I was just trying to give give Xanaphi an anchor to not have her anger / impatience
What?
overcome her thought process.
So appreciated, babe. So appreciated. She kind of looks around at her friends around her, not wanting to admit it out loud. There was fear. And then there was the want to feel the power, I suppose. There was a lack of caring. Sorry.
That's good.
That sucks. What is this? Why have you presented this to me?
He's going to speak up. Or rather, he is not going to speak up. Alrindel is going to speak up. The otters, like every creature, are keystone species.
Every
Their
creature is a
absence.
keystone species.
Their absence may cause harm to the river and its inhabitants, leading to further degradation of nature itself. That is the first step of atonement. How can you restore the balance that you disturbed?
Are you all seeing this as well? And she kind of holds out her hands a little bit too. Evelyn and Bordoon and Yusern and Cassius. Is this real? This what the fuck is this?
Only one of you sees it, besides Xanaphi, and that is Evelyn.
Oh, because I did the hold hand thing. Oh,
Ah, because you went with me on a trip.
okay. Evelyn will nod.
Is what real?
That answers my question just fine. What is a tiny baby otter going to do? What is this? What is this meant for?
The fish is going to speak up. The very spirit of the creature you destroyed is in your hands. No vengeance, no hatred, only balance. Therefore,
How can...
you must give back to what you have taken and restore what you have unbalanced. Until you do, you are no druid.
This is the second time you've said that. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm no druid? Stop playing with me and speak plainly.
Until you find the balance that you have taken from the land. The land no longer speaks to you. Its will, its power, nature is not with you. It is burnt. It is ash. And then he's gonna look at the fish, or not the fish, sorry, the little baby otter. And it's gonna begin to float. And as it floats up in the air, you're gonna see it becomes translucent, very similar to that of the spirits surrounding you. If vengeance is what drives you, then the spirits will die. But if you are seeking balance, this will be your anchor. And as it starts to glow, you feel, for just a sudden moment, that same connection that you felt when you first entered the grove. That feeling of almost being transported through the world itself within this little tiny spirit in front of you. You see the spirit of the otter in front of you stops what it's doing and is curious and watching. You see the elk staring at you. Everyone staring. And then you make eye contact with this little tiny blind baby river otter. You are compelled to bring it to your chest.
Sorry.
the
issues.
Monster House meme. Of
I
the-
was thinking the same thing.
I will be seeing you later.
I was thinking the same thing. Thank you, Leon. Thank you. I just didn't want to say it out loud. I'm like, I gotta play it cool.
Okay. Do you bring it to your chest?
Well, you said I did. I guess I'll hold it to my chest.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
If you bring it, as you bring it to your chest,
Baby.
you all are going to see that as Xanafi presses her hands against her chest begins to glow, then her fingers, then her arms. It begins to radiate the same blue from everywhere around. And Xanafi, for a moment, you have this new emotion, or a dormant emotion, overcome you. And it is the emotion of game, of fun, of playing, a sort of jovialness, if you will. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you getting Brother Baird right now?
I think I'm getting Brother Baird. And if you're looking at Xanafi, she looks very confused, but also uncomfortable. Like, what the hell is this? What am I
Ew,
feeling?
emotions? How dare.
A new emotion!
A new emotion has stepped up to the table.
Hold on, it's
A
you
bear
said
of love? What was this? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
oh fuck, I'm getting Brother Baird!
Okay.
14.
You're gonna see a smile overcome Xanafi's face. A smile that hasn't overcome her face in a long time. And the spirit is gone. Now,
Cute Phil Collins.
Xanafi,
Mm-hmm.
out of character,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to inherit some attributes.
Oh, don't make me hairy, please.
One of them is you now have otter hands. No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine your hands turn to otter hands? No, the first one is you
Would
can,
be odder than her regular hands.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
for the time being, if you wild shape, and I know you haven't wild shaped before you use.
I
your
have
primate-
before.
Okay,
For
was-
episode
was a-
1.
I was a
That's
bear.
right, that's
I hit down a door.
the
Just
only
kidding.
wild
Oh,
shape
yeah.
you have is that of an otter.
Oh,
That's the only wild shape you have for now. 2 is your swim speed is the same as your walking speed. And you can speak with aquatic creatures at will. Back in character.
who's Will?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Dude, you should kill more otters. You got a power.
Honestly, should I
Whoa.
be killing other animals
You gotta kill
too?
all the animals and you'll gain like all
Honestly.
the powers.
Like, what am I even doing? Trying to like revenge for my family when I could be killing animals instead.
Yeah.
This is not. This is not.
Does that,
Different-
mean
Not the
if you,
reason.
does that mean if you kill the butcher, the only wild shape you'll have is the butcher?
Oh God.
Ooh. That was a different character I played. Okay, I don't want to take over people's like identities.
Now,
That's
as this is happening, I need you all to make, except for Vordoon. Oh, actually, no, you two, Vordoon. I need you all to make perception checks.
If I turn into a little baby otter, I'm gonna quit this game. I'm gonna alt F4 so hard. I'm gonna have Blaze turn off my computer again.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Twinsies.
Cassius got a 19.
Okay.
W?
I got 13.
Okay.
Come on, character sheet. Let me click the button, please.
Vordoon got a 13.
Oh yeah, wisdom save. Everybody take a drink. By the
Gladly.
way.
I'm out of beverage.
Out of my
We'll get more.
handy dandy health potion.
It's a light bulb. You can't trick me otherwise.
It isn't a light bulb. There's no light in it.
It's a bulb.
Thank you,
Ah.
Baby
Yeah.
Stella.
Let me click the button, please. Oh god, I still had it on advantage. That's my bad.
That's okay.
11.
Okay. Okay. So, Verdun, Cassius, and Yasern are going to hear the sound of droplets hitting the ground. Then another one. And as you look down to see the droplets, they are droplets of blood. And they are leaking off of Verdun's back, through his cloak, down his hip, and there's about 5 to 6 droplets of blood. And as you look at Verdun, his hands are clenched, his teeth are clenched, and he's quivering.
His butt.
His butt
So clenched.
is clenched. His butthole also clenched.
Hotel Trivago.
You okay there, big guy?
Need a pad?
Before you can
Sorry.
respond,
See. Oh, okay.
we're gonna go on a break. This is
Ah,
the halftime.
DM!
When we come
What
back,
the fun?
You!
Oh.
we're gonna find out why Verdun's bleeding.
We know why.
No.
Yeah.
It's his time of the month, we know.
Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Hi, Jelly Ghost.
Hi, Jelly!
Hi,
Hello,
Jelly.
Jelly.
Oh,
Damn it!
here comes
my
Gambit.
goodness.
Now we can't go on a break, DM, because their friends are here.
Are you saying that our Raiders don't want to see the halftime show?
They 100%
Shut
want
I
to
think-
have
up.
show.
Probably,
Fuck.
It's the
Goofed up
perfect
again.
time
probably come here.
to go to the halftime show. That way Soren can talk to everyone. Hi, everyone.
love
Welcome
Soren.
in. Hi, Simply the Best.
Raiders.
Okay, so thanks everyone for coming back and hanging out with us. It was so good. We missed you so much. Good game, or good first half, players. We're going to take a quick break for about 15 minutes, but the show does not take a break. We have a halftime show hosted by the wonderful Soren Angels called the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. So please stick around and talk to Soren and have a great time while we go refill our drinks and go use the restroom and wash our hands. It's going to be great. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay tuned.
When we come back, Monk will tell you about the diving board.
Yes, he will.
Nope, that's a Discord-only chat for later.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everybody.
Bye forever.
Ciao.
All right, hello everyone. We want to welcome you all back to the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. I'm your host, Soren Angel, as you know. This is our show within a show, and we appreciate you all joining us. So today we will be conducting an interview with one of our very new cast and crew members, but before we do, we'd like to give a shout out to some of the very talented artists and meme makers in our community. So as you may have already noticed, we have some beautiful artwork hanging here in our tavern, courtesy of Pukwudgie, Abracasiam, Mrs. Toxin, and Lunabear09. You will also notice a collection of legendary memes created by our amazing viewers like Icothea, Spoop the Raccoon, and our very own Minnie. This season we wanted to steer away from AI and instead commission some of the very talented creators in our community to bring our visions to life. You will notice our absolutely stunning character art for the main cast of this season is drawn by the amazing Abracasiam. Our fantastic collection of emotes here on Twitch were created by Lunabear09, Abba, Pukwudgie, and Scoopidity. And this season's NPCs are drawn by our very own lead cast member, Always Sleepy. These beautiful pieces of art created by our community really make Gaming Related feel like home, so we appreciate them so much. If you are an artist or a legendary meme maker, we would love to see your creations. So if you visit our Gaming Related Discord, you may post your artwork in the community art channel and your top tier memes in the Memes Are Us channel. For those not using Discord, you can totally share your artwork by tagging us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. For formatting purposes, landscape orientation is preferred but not required. And if you do share your fabulous art, it may be featured in a future episode of Gaming Related, hanging right here in our tavern. Alright, so this week we will be continuing our Season 2 cast and crew interview series, And before we get started, a quick reminder to those hanging out with us for the halftime show, you are more than welcome to send in your questions for our guests to answer using your channel points. But please, please, please be respectful and keep in mind that your question may be refunded if it goes against our community guidelines or, of course, if the guest does not feel comfortable answering your question. So today we have the amazing Ari with us. Welcome to the halftime show. How do you feel? Oh, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I am very tired. I've been
You're
very
very
tired
tired?
for the last 8 months.
You were so valid for that, girly pop. So valid for that. Oh my goodness. And we did have a read come in from Jelly Ghost and Cambit. Welcome in, everyone. This is our halftime show. We will be doing our halftime show. We will be interviewing Ari today. Super excited. She's one of our new cast and crew members. So thank you for being willing to be interviewed today. We really appreciate it. We're going to get to know you a little bit better, give the audience a little bit of a peek behind the curtain here. So are you ready to jump into some questions?
No, but let's do it anyways.
You're so valid for that. You're so valid. I promise it hopefully I can make it as stress-free as possible. So
I
first
decided
question-
not to plan or like answer them at all.
You're so valid for that. You're just gonna let the answers flow, huh?
I'm just gonna, yep,
I love
let
that.
them out. Word
All
vomit
right.
as much as I can.
But we love word vomit moment in here. That's, you know what? If it's word vomit, it's gonna be fantastic. I know it is. You're gonna do great. The first question's super easy. It's super simple. We're just gonna ease into it. So the first one is, what is your favorite food at the moment? And it doesn't have to be of all time. Just right now, what is your go-to food?
Okay. This counts. I've only had it once. Cody's grilled cheese sandwich.
Cody's grilled cheese sandwich? Okay.
And I want to say me and Cody have been together for almost 2 years now. And this is,
Mhm.
he's talked about the grilled cheese sandwich like 40,000 times. He's
Mhm.
bragged about it. It's come up at dinner party or dinner board games. And yesterday was the first time he made it for me.
Really?
Yes. And while I am very pregnant and have a lot of hormones going on, I literally cried. And I had to pause the show to tell him how much I love him and appreciate him.
Oh.
So if you guys want a grilled cheese that makes you cry, talk to Cody.
Sounds great. That sounds great. You know what, Vordoon? Next time I visit you guys, I'm gonna need to test out this grilled cheese. Because if Ari says it's the best grilled cheese she's ever had in her life, and it made her cry, pregnant or not, I need to try it. So
And I hate cheese right now too, so that like on top of that,
oh my gosh.
you know, it's
So
good.
dang, so like you hate cheese right now and you love to grill cheese.
Exactly.
See,
It's
I
magical.
love that. It is. It's amazing. All right, well, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. You know what? Next time I'm there, grilled cheese night, grilled cheese movie night. How does that sound?
I love it.
Amazing, amazing, fantastic. So, up next is a D&D question. So, I know you've been starting to, you guys have been working on a campaign outside of the streaming. So you've been kind of dipping your toes into D&D. Do you have any advice for people just starting to get into D&D? I know you're pretty new to the game. So do you have any advice for any newbies out there?
I personally get very nervous when it comes to it, just because I know how much it
Mhm.
means to Cody and all that stuff. But I
Right.
had the most fun when you just go for it. You
Mhm.
kind of get to be that weird person that I can't be at work or,
Right.
you know, say random stuff that you really don't bring up in dinner parties.
Right,
Unless,
right.
you have like a druid in front of you or like a wizard in
Mhm.
front of you. And then you're like saying the most random things. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think definitely just be easy on yourself and do everything do all of your intrusive thoughts in the D&D game.
Yeah, it's a really great place to experiment and really like let out a different side of yourself that you can't necessarily show to the rest of like the world, you know?
Yeah.
Somewhere you get to explore those new parts of yourself, and it's very cool. Yeah, so definitely like just letting yourself go, putting yourself out there, you know, jumping in, you know, seizing the moment, you know? I love that. Speaking of D&D and like, you know, being in the moment, what do you enjoy most about it?
I've always liked writing stories since I was little, so I like the
Mhm.
fact that there's this whole other world that I never knew about, that you get to write stories with friends and kind of come up with it in like in the moment. I
Mhm.
remember being in class and I would like pick random people and be like, "Hey," and we would each write like a sentence, and
Mhm.
then we would pass like the paper back and forth, and like that
Yeah.
was one of my favorite school memories. So I think just like the
Mhm.
fact that I get to do something like storytelling or like writing stories essentially, but it gets to
Mhm.
be done with like really awesome people at the same time. But my favorite thing about it is hearing Cody talk about it because he gets so excited
Aw.
and he gets all like animated and he's like walking
Mhm.
back and forth, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea what a druid is, but yeah, yeah, I love that.
You're like, but yes.
I'm like, no
Uh,
way, I have no idea what he's talking about.
oh my gosh. That's amazing. I love when people get so animated when they're interested in something. It's just I could listen to somebody talk about their special interest for hours, you
Whole
know?
time you have no idea what they're talking about, but you're like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
repeat the last four words of something, and you're like,
Mhm.
they think I know what's going on.
See, you've unlocked the code. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, we did have a question that came in from Yanie. In the spirit of Halloween, what is your favorite monster? That's a good one.
Ooh,
Yeah. It could be
I
a
don't think
cryptid, it could be a classic monster. I think pretty much anything.
I don't think I have a favorite Halloween monster. I'm very much a scary cat.
You're valid for
But
that.
I would say Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's monster? Nice.
I just think he's like cool. I've never seen the movie,
Mhm.
but the TikToks that I've watched, I'm like, this is kind of deep. And also, he would totally be on my cake.
Oh, are you talking about a Hear Me Out cake?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have seen those on TikTok. The Hear Me Out cakes are, some of them are very unhinged.
Like Frankenstein's monster, right? Who does that?
Yeah, yeah, who does that? Hmm. Apparently, apparently it'd be on your cake. Oh, no, just kidding. Oh my gosh, I don't know, maybe we should do that. We should do a Hear Me Out cake for our socials or something. That'd be a little unhinged. What do you think?
That would actually be awesome. I would love to see it in the perspective of the characters too.
Ooh, true. Like, what would the characters think was a Hear Me Out, you know?
Yeah.
Wild. We're gonna have to, I'll put that in the notes, because yes, absolutely.
You can make it your next
Um,
halftime show, actually.
oh my
I
gosh.
think that would be awesome to watch that live because they can't
Oh
take it
my gosh.
back.
That's true. That's true. I'll definitely bring it up in our meeting this week, because that's
I love that.
something I'd love to bring up. Um, oh, perfect, perfect. This question is really cute. So, I have had the incredible honor of meeting your real familiars, Hilo and Foxy, in real life, and they are the sweetest little fur babies I've ever met. Oh my gosh, so cute. And my question for you is, if you could have any creature, real or fictional, as a companion, additionally, of course, which would you choose?
Okay, I think 100 times over, I would always pick Kilo. However, if I can have him in a form of a familiar that I can ride,
Mm-hmm.
that would be perfect.
Yeah, like a giant Kilo, or like maybe
Oh.
or like a dragon version of Kilo, or
Maybe
like
a
what do you
dragon
think?
version because the
Yeah,
fur is real,
true.
and I can imagine him bigger and then having much more fur.
Oh, can you
So maybe like a
imagine
scale version of Kilo.
a scaly version?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
dude,
like a dragon would be
Kilo?
cool, or like a snake to
Yes. Yo,
slither
Kilo
through places.
as a dragon or snake would be so rad. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine you're going to work and you're riding like Dragon Kilo to work? You just pull up.
I wouldn't have to worry about traffic. I can sleep in.
Yeah,
That'd be
you can sleep
perfect.
in.
Honestly, the only thing that Kilo is missing is the fact that he can't carry me places. Other than that, he would be perfect.
See, there you go. So, giant Kilo with scales carry you to work
Yep.
every morning. You're good. You're solid.
Roast my chickens for me. Don't
Yeah,
have to
roast
worry
your
about buying
chickens.
rotisserie chicken.
That's right. Yeah, you could just,
Yeah.
rotisserie at home. Here, Kilo.
Exactly.
Yeah, roast up these chickens, you know? I love that. I love that. Dire German Shepherd. Yo, if we're doing that'd be wild. That'd be so wild. Can you imagine a dire German Shepherd? W. You could absolutely do that.
And also, the only correct flavor cake is tres leches. I just saw that.
That's true. You heard it here, Yin Ye. You heard it here. Man, oh man, I need that. I need that right now. You know, I just had pho today, and like tres leches sounds so good.
You said pho or fun?
Pho.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, cool. Glad you had fun today. You deserve
I
it.
did have fun. I'm having more fun now that you're here, so. So let's see. Do we have another? Okay, this one's good. All right, so leaning a little bit away from D&D and into some more fun and existential questions. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Time travel.
Time travel. Why would you want time travel? Let's see.
Because I wouldn't need to teleport
Mhm.
somewhere. Because I just can go back in time and be like, hey, you should be on this plane. Get on the plane, and then I'm there where I need to be.
Mhm.
And then I'm missing somebody who's not here anymore. I can just travel time, not back to the person, but also to the moment that I'm missing. And then
Mhm.
if I have anxiety, which I have a lot of it, I can just skip to the future and be like, I knew that was going to turn out good. And then boom, anxiety
And boom.
fixed.
Solved. Yeah. I love that. You just, bing, 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 you could time travel forward, you time travel back, you could relive those moments. I think that
Yeah.
would be very healing for a lot of people.
Cure my
especially.
cure my anxiety and my depression.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, depression, worrying about the past, anxiety, worrying about the future, but if you can bounce between
There you
them, you're good to go.
Yep.
I love that. Amazing. Oh, we did have 2 more questions come in. The first one is from Vordoon. Where would you travel and why if you could use time travel? Oh, not if you could use time travel. Sorry. Where would you travel and why if you could?
So is this physically where I would travel, or when would I
Yes.
travel to?
Where would you travel? If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you travel?
Thailand. I want to go to the beach with the elephants.
You want to go to the... Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, that'd be so slay.
Yeah. And I heard
Mhm.
it's super cheap. I heard the most expensive part is the plane ticket, and then like the meals are like super
Yep.
cheap and stuff, but
Yes.
I love elephants. They're so
Oh.
cute. And then you're on the beach with them, and then they're just
Mhm.
playing, and I'm so jealous of those TikToks.
That would be immaculate, actually. I think that'd be such a fun trip. Hey, group trip. We could do a group trip to Thailand.
I
I'm
would
just
love
saying.
that.
I'm down. Just tell me when. Oh my gosh. Oh, another one from Yanie. What advice would you give to a stranger at a bus stop before never seeing them again? Ooh, that's a good one.
So recently
Oh?
I had a dream where Cody left me with the dogs, and he just went off to like live his own life. So of course I tracked him down, put his future kids and future wife in an invisible box, and I looked him in the eyes in my dream, and I said, "Ano spelled backwards is also ano." And then I woke up. So I think that's the same advice that the stranger in the bus deserves.
All right. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Honestly, if you're never going to see them again, yeah. You know what? Just give them that and then let them ponder it the rest of their lives. You know
You're
what
just
I mean?
gonna have to think about it, because
Yeah. There's a deeper meaning there, They're just
you
gonna
just really have
figure
to analyze it.
it out. Mhm.
And I don't think we have the time in the halftime show to go through it, or else I would tell you my whole like synopsis of it.
Right.
But just don't try to spell it backwards. Just trust me that it is spelled backwards.
Oh yeah,
um,
I trust you. I trust you.
No need to fact check me or anything like that. I
Oh,
wouldn't lie.
don't worry. I believe you. I believe you. 100%. No need here. Don't worry. I love this. What? What? Oh my gosh. Wow, that's gaming related. Okay. When you put a G in anal, it becomes angel. That's not how that works.
I like that
actually.
extra G in there. I mean E in there.
Angal. That's what Angal. Yeah, it's Angal. That's Spanish for angel. Angel. I hope I did
It's
that
an
right.
cute angel. Angle.
Oh, an acute angel. Oh, acute angle. Oh my. The right angle, the acute angle. Seems a little obtuse to me, to be honest. Wow. Wow, Derp. W. We got all the angles up in chat right now.
We just need a right angle.
Oh, we do. We have one. Gaming related says right angle.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh, and we've got isosceles. W mini. W. I totally forgot about that one. That's a triangle. We love this. You know what? We're just calling out all these shapes in chat. I love this. Polygon chat, everybody. Let's go. Are we doing math right now? Are we doing math? I don't know if I want to do math.
This is all thanks to anal, just so you know.
That's true. This is
Too much of a square to participate.
Dude, what did you say? This is all thanks to anal? Oh no.
Geometry
Oh my God.
related.
Geometry. Welcome to geometry related, everyone. You're too much of a square to participate? Nah, Goose. Nah, Goose. Nuh-uh. It fits in the square hole. It does fit in the square hole, yin yay, it does. Thanks, anal. Hashtag thanks, anal. Thank you, Minnie. Your new favorite quote. Oh my gosh, we've got a new favorite quote, everyone. Thanks to Ari.
I'm here to serve.
That's right.
Welcome
Oh
to
my-
Cody's life of living with me.
Welcome to... Oh, brother. Oh, okay. I do have one final question for you, unless any more come in. Let's see. We've got... What is one of the scariest things that you've ever done? And this is a good one. I like this one.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is this? One of the scariest things you've ever done?
I think the most physically scared I've ever been was when we had to propel. Is that propel? Am I saying that word right? Off of a wall when I was in basic training.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like very much an experiment of one, you're propelling off a wall, and two, you have to trust your equipment and you have to trust yourself enough to do it yourself. So it was like the first time that like I hooked everything up myself, and like you had to go and then they give you the total speech like, hey, trust your equipment, like it's gonna work. We walked you through it, you know how to use it, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I have this thing where like I can be like very brave at the beginning, and then as soon as I look it in the eyes, I'm just like, oh. And
Right.
they're like, hey, just remember, like, don't grab onto the wall. That's the worst thing you can do. You're gonna end up upside down. So then I'm like, I'm going, I do like the whole obstacle course, I climb all the way to the top, and I get there, and they're like, you ready to go, Espino? I'm like, yeah. And then like I jump, they get me like in the position for it, and as soon as they're like, okay, let go, and they kind of like push me off, I cling onto the wall where they told me exactly not to cling onto.
Oh no.
So I was terrified because then now they're like, the drill sergeants are now saying like, oh, because you did this, now your equipment's gonna fail, you're gonna fall halfway through, we're gonna have, they're like, private, we're probably gonna have to call an ambulance, we're gonna have to stop the drill, you ruined this for everybody. The whole time I'm like, I'm okay, I'll just get down. And they're like, no, you can't go back the other way, there's no way, like everybody that goes up this way has to come down this way. And I'm like, no, I'll figure it out. And they're like, get down. And then eventually I did it. And it's just like that feeling where like you start doing something scary and you realize, oh, this is fun. But I think that's the most like basically scared I've ever felt. Just like looking down and be like, oh shit.
Right, like it's really setting in and you get that visceral fear like, oh, I'm doing this right now.
Yeah, and then you just hear people saying like, oh, now your like equipment's gonna fail. And it wasn't like, they're like, as soon as you hit the halfway flag, it's gonna unbuckle. And I'm just like, so like the whole time that I was actually going down, I was like so afraid for that halfway mark, and then it didn't happen. And I was like, oh, they're just messing with me.
Yeah.
I think that's like the most physically scared I've been.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done that before, so I've, but I've seen videos of people like doing that, and it looks terrifying, actually.
I am terrified of heights.
Oh.
And I enjoy adrenaline, but I enjoy like it in like roller coasters where I'm like,
Right, like a
oh,
safe
like
environment.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
very much wasn't that.
Yeah, that's so valid because you're given equipment and you're like, okay, rappel off this wall, like, and you're like, okay, ooh. Instead of like a roller coaster, which has like a little thing and it's a safe
Yeah.
environment, you're gonna ride the roller coaster and get off,
Yeah, and if something happens to me, like I can sue the
Mhm.
shit out of them, and then I should get money in return. There's like a give and take.
Right.
You
But
know,
this
I
one is
signed
like,
I signed my life off, so it wouldn't
Mhm.
matter. I'd be expected to
Yeah.
show up to formation the next day. But yeah.
But yeah, that sounds absolutely terrifying. Oh gosh, if I were in your shoes, I would probably do the same thing, honestly. I'd be so scared.
Yeah. Luckily,
oh,
after me, somebody cried, so I wasn't like the
oh,
talk
there you go.
of the drill sergeants. I mean, I
There
felt
you
bad
go.
for him, but you
Mhm.
know, I'm not gonna not be good of not gonna. You know what I mean.
Yeah, at least the attention was a little bit shifted off of you.
Yeah.
You didn't have to like carry the weight of that whole drill,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did have 2 more questions come in, and we're gonna do those 2, and then we're gonna start wrapping up. So the first one is from Goose. Excited for new addition to family? Question mark.
More like terrified,
Oh,
but definitely some excitement there.
Mhm.
I'm very excited not to be pregnant and tired 24/7.
Mhm.
I'm kind of scared because apparently kids, unlike dogs, can't be crate trained, and you have to watch them constantly, which was a complete shock to me because I'm like,
Mhm.
like Kilo and Foxy were potty trained within a year, and now apparently it's have to wipe their butts too. It's so strange.
Yeah.
So I'm finding out all these weird things about human babies,
Mhm.
but other than that, yeah, excited.
Scared, but
Cody-
excited.
Yeah, Cody built the crib today.
Aw,
Yeah, it's very.
so sweet.
Yeah, makes it a little bit more real.
It's all
Yeah.
setting in. It's like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that's so cute.
I
can't
was
wait.
crate trained.
Who was crate trained?
More
Leon.
poop for poop god.
Leon was crate trained apparently. Potty training is rough, says Goose. Okay. Goose says it's rough. Goose says potty training is rough. Yinye still sleeps in a crate too? Oh my gosh. Can I test it to make sure I can hold a baby? Oh my gosh.
The crate that we have for the baby or the crib? I'm not giving up on the crate idea.
Yeah. More poop for the poop god, apparently, says Derp. Oh my gosh. The crib. Wait. Crib is just human crate. I mean, it is. It is, Leon. Were y'all not crate trained? You know what? Yeah, Sleepy's asking the real questions out here. Were you guys not crate trained? Only have 2 kids and another on the way. Oh man, you gotta go through the potty training ritual again. Like, right? Like, what other way is there? Yin? Crazy. Wild behavior, actually. Wild. Goose is like, super dad? Yeah, you're right. You heard it here.
New baby on the way, congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Goose has another baby on the way, everybody.
Do we know the gender? Are we doing a gender reveal on gaming related?
Ooh, is it gonna be a reveal?
Boy!
Goose. A boy!
We're having a boy too, they can be besties!
They could be best friends! Playdate with Goose's kid and Ari's kid. Let's go.
Yeah.
Playdate. Gender more like gander. Oh my god. Oh, good heavens.
Name Ryan because Gosling.
Because Gosling. Oh my gosh, Derp, you were on to something. Because Goose? Yeah, because Goose. Oh my gosh. Gooseling? Okay. Ryan Gooseling, everybody.
Tell them our son's names. So we have a 6-year-old German Shepherd. His name is Kilo. Middle name Graham. So Kilogram when he's in trouble. And then the one that's yet to be born is Arcturus Luis Espino Thompson. So, I suffered through the 4 long names. He will too.
Hell yeah. The suffering shall continue. Yes, quite soon.
A gooseling is a giant goose.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate it here. You know what? Wow, you know what? Well, okay, so I know we're well over our time. So while they're duking it out in the void over whose joke is better, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the halftime show here. So a huge thank you to Ari for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for letting me interview you. You did fantastic. We love and appreciate you.
I love you guys. I
Yes.
stalk all of you guys.
As you should. Pop off, queen. You know, as one does. So next week we will be having a chill, just chatting halftime show as we get some ideas cooking for the IRL Fire Read Inn and Tavern. And before we officially start wrapping up the halftime show, I do want to remind you all to drink some water, eat something, and stretch. Self-care is so important, and sometimes we forget. So please remember to take breaks, drink your water, and eat some solid sustenance. We love and appreciate you all, and we want you to take good care of yourselves. So please, please, please rest, drink water, and eat some food. Thank you all for hanging out with us at the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. We want to take a quick moment to recognize the follows, subs, rates, and biddies so far in Season 2, Episode 14 of Gaming Related. So please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I'm going to try my very best to get them all right. So first up, we have Yin Ye. Thank you for the resub for 17 months. Holy biscuits. Thank you, thank you. Leon, thank you for the resub as well. 12 months. Happy anniversary, by the way. Derp, thank you for the resub. Hikaru, thank you for the resub. 15 months. Oh my gosh. Minnie, thank you for the resub. 13 months. Hype train, you all. Okay, let's go. Bordoon, thank you for the 100 bits. Boots, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We appreciate you, homie. Sid, thank you for the 50 biddies. Lady Mustella, thank you for the 300 biddies. And let's see, we have, of course, 2 raids from Jelly Ghost Virus and Cambit Antiware. Thank you guys so much for the raids. We appreciate those so much. Those of you returning, welcome back. And to those of you new to Gaming Related, welcome, welcome. We are happy to have you all here. So before we direct your attention back to Monk and the lead cast, don't forget to check out our social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, and Instagram for clips, announcements, and other fun content. Thank you all for joining us for Season 2, Episode 14 of the Fireweed Inn and Tavern Show. We hope to see you all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the second half of Gaming Related.
Derp's not.
Oh, I gotta turn on my camera. Hey, we're back.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, let's go to Windows.
No, we're not back. He's back.
Oh, fuck me, I guess.
No, now you're all on camera.
Hi,
Thanks.
everybody.
That's what happens when you interrupt.
I miss Bordoon.
I miss Bordoon. He's not dead, but he's just gone.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. GG, Soren, that was awesome. And Ari, you're a natural on
Ari?
camera. Good job.
Yee.
Yee. Okay.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Bordoon. Where we last left off, you are currently on trial, and you are on top of one of the trees inside of this grove, inside of Tilboya. And some of your secrets have been brought to the surface, used by the spirits to try to gain insight on who you are and what is your purpose. And as questions were being answered, Xanaphi was given the spirit of that very creature that she destroyed, the spirit of the otter. And with a smile on her face and some new features, the next step of the trial continues or commences, as you're not really sure what they want, what games they're playing, what metaphors they're using. But this show of power, this show of the spirit of the forest is actually made manifest in front of you. You are literally looking at the spirit of the forest, the spirit of the water, the spirit of life itself. And for one of you that isn't Xanaphi, Evelyn, you're getting to see it and feel it as a druid would. I dare say you're druid touched at the moment. But then
You want to be druid touched later too? Hey yo. Just
How
kidding. I'm not a real druid anymore.
and
Sorry.
and then the droplet, the second droplet, now 5 droplets of blood, as some of you notice that Vordoon is bleeding and shaking. And they asked you a question, Vordoon, are you okay?
Kind of, it will snap me out a little bit, but ignoring them, I'll look right at the spirit of the elk, right? That's the one.
Yeah, Rakan.
Of course, his fucking name is Rakan.
Not Rakan, Rakan.
Uh-huh.
Close enough.
It's close enough. What gives you the right to talk about things that are not yours?
The spirit of the elk is going to stand there. He doesn't move, doesn't lift his hooves or anything, but will answer you. Your secrets you hide under the surface, or boiling, erupting. I told you, the forest purifies. And until you can accept and show who and what you truly are, you will not move forward. You can't. That goes for all of you. Lay it bare.
I knew it.
A bear.
Whole time. Evelyn, you've been a shapeshifter! That's what this is about!
What? Where did you get that from? Out of...
A man knows.
Shut up.
Just to pull off the mask.
Reveal yourself!
Along with the blood, black smoke starts to pour from his back.
You'll notice that no one moves. The guards aren't making a move. Alindrel is not making a move, and neither are the spirits.
Do you need like medical attention or something? Are you okay? There's a lot of blood.
You see him start like violently shaking.
Vordoon,
Hey.
if
You're just as conceited as those who think they know better. But yeah, you want me to show who I am? Is that what I'm most afraid of? Oh, you're goddamn right. And I'm gonna,
Step back.
my wings are gonna explode out for the first time for the party.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna cast Conquering Presence at
Oh,
the same time.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, everybody.
That's
You're
fair.
you're gonna kill my little baby otter, bro.
It's not
You
gonna
No,
already
be-
your
ate
little
it.
baby.
I'm just kidding.
He already ate it.
There's a little falafel ball.
I don't like falafel.
Excuse me.
Can it be like a mini donut instead?
No.
Pretty much
Remind me.
everyone in this arena.
Remind me, what do I need to save? Roll
Yeah.
again?
Okay.
What is
So,
this? What is this?
This
As,
is a wisdom save.
as he
Can you
says that,
see it?
Yes.
describe what these bones look like.
Mm.
These wings.
Well, they literally look like bone. They are still intact, but tattered, wrecked, and then as the Conquering Presence come out, they envelop in shadow. My eyes glow with a dark purple, almost like a void. And then an explosion of darkness from my feet outwards as my fear emanates.
Okay.
What's the save DC, by the way?
My save DC is 15, I believe.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
can mark me down as scared and horny.
Literally.
It's like I'm scrolling through my TikTok feed right now, guys.
Oh my.
I
Okay.
am also afraid because I rolled a 13.
14
Okay.
total.
On my hear me out cake.
It's just for dude. That's the only thing on the cake.
Okay. So, as Vordoon reveals his real self, these wings sprouting from his back, the visceral tear of flesh as these bony protrusions, these wings, the haze that surrounds him, the presence that he now has, you'll see that the spirits don't move. Neither does Alan grow. But you do notice that some of the guards slowly start to pull the string of their bows, still aimed at the ground. And then those of you, including Evelyn, Xanaphi, and Cassius, you have this sudden wave of fear overcome you. You've never seen Vordoon in this, and you can't bear to look at him. What do you do next, Vordoon?
This is what I am, right? Just the monster who has the blood of thousands on his hands. Since you're spilling the secrets that I'm afraid of.
He's gonna turn. Is not fear your driving source? Look at your own. And in your presence, radiating out, you notice those that are compelled by you. You look at Cassius. You look at Xanaphi. You see Evelyn. Your group is scared.
Well, except Yusern, right?
All
Yeah, I'm
except for
fine.
Yusern.
Dude, stick
Who's
wings.
currently standing behind you has blood splattered like out his front.
Yeah, 2 lines.
You're gonna hear his voice crack for just the slightest moment as he looks at Cassius and Evelyn and Xanaphi one by one. There is nothing that can change what I am. And you revealing that earlier than I had planned doesn't change anything. I am the monster that you want them to see.
But there is one thing we can change together, my friend. That's how we look at each other. And I'm gonna cast Twilight Sanctuary and make everybody not afraid.
Oh shit.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Okay.
god!
What does it
Yes,
look like?
sir.
Bunga.
Wild. Wild behavior.
Yes, sir. And you'll get inspiration for this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, my heart's beating.
What does it look like?
A pulse of twilight emanates from like my feet down through the floor. And little stars will just kind of trickle up your feet and soothe you, I suppose. I'm not really
Yeah. What you guys will see as the twilight stars come up and start to overwhelm your heart and your mind and your soul, you look at Vordoon, and although he is a terrifying presence, the galaxy begins to kind of stick to between the bones where the leather of his wings should be, and for a moment he dazzles. And you look at his face and you see that there's not just anger, but fear and sadness and vulnerability as he is essentially conquering the presence, you know, with this trial. And you all see him for who he really is. You're able to stand and look face to face.
I only did that for our party. Fuck the rest of these otter dudes, by the way.
I know you just said it out of character, and this isn't RP, but I just want to throw out there, we already saw him for who he really is.
Aww.
Love it.
Scary.
Evelyn will step forward in front of Vordoon. Stop.
I didn't say anything. Couldn't say shit.
She reaches out. I understand why you kept it secret.
I know you do. Verdun will calm down a little bit and let his conquering presence, because it clearly is negated for the most part anyways, ease back slowly. But his wings don't go back yet.
The elk, the spirit of the elk, is going to step forward towards you all. Each step, just a series of ivy and bright flowers growing from the tree where his foot touches, and is going to walk up to you within melee, within touch rather.
Sentinel?
And
Proceed.
Is going to say, the pillars, the pyramid beneath. They are not always in balance. And what it takes to restore balance is what you've shown us this day. Fearless, you've entered our domain. Vengeance, anger, willingness to restore that balance. You are not the first to disagree, and you will not be the last. But you can be the next. I understand your charge. And he's going to take a step back from you, Vordoon.
Oh, he was talking to me specifically. Okay, good to know.
Yep. Yeah, he was. We do not fear you. We understand you. The otter is going to walk up, and the otter is going to look at you, Evelyn, and is going to say, you know, obviously, family is like everything to us. We have babies.
Was is wild.
Roll for
Shut up.
initiative.
Mute your mic again. Keep chewing, bitch. Wowza. Sorry.
Lo siento.
Family is like everything to us, obviously. And we're willing to die for family. But little one, you must understand that when you leave your nest, that you have family that truly cares for you, loves you, thinks of you every single day. But you know what they don't do? Is they don't restrain. You are a free soul. And it hands over this spiritual rock to you. Here, take it. And you see its tiny little otter hands holding this rock.
She's entire face is just so confused and not understanding. Like, yeah, I know my family loves me. I don't understand. Okay, I'll take the glowy rock, I guess.
You take the glowy rock.
Okay.
Then you eat it.
And
Hey, we don't trust glowy rocks around here. We've been through this.
Don't eat that.
As you
That's
look,
how I lost my soul the last time, remember?
I sold it on eBay, sorry. I sold
Oh.
it on
Okay,
eBay.
all right. Jiminy.
as you hold the rock and you look down at it, it is what looks to be a very smooth river rock. It would be perfect for skipping. It is almost like a flat disc. And as you rub your fingers
Am I supposed
over
to
it,
throw it?
no, please don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need that back, but
Okay.
look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with our children, we teach them all that we can, how to swim, how to hunt, how to be members of our family, the balance, excuse me, in the ecosystem. And then we set them free. And as you look at the picture, you're going to see that there is a person inside the stone, an image. And that person currently looks like a tiefling with bright purple hue and gold inlays on their horns. You see that they have these beautiful vestments that look like they were meant to be on the sea. you see this person wielding magics and casting illusions. You see them sitting in a tavern by themselves. And then the person looks at you and smiles. And then you see them mouth the word to you. Evelyn?
And
You see the magic disappear from his hands as he stares again, and he stops and he puts his face close to the stone and says, "It's me." How in the world did you find me?
I had help.
Where are you?
I'm in a really big tree.
I know the really big tree. Are you in Tilboya?
I am. But you already knew that.
I'll explain everything. I'm so happy to And the stone fades back into the otter's hand.
No.
You must understand that in a family, every member plays their role. And every member of that family is meant to be set free, as you were, as your family is. Trust. Everyone plays their part. And you are playing yours. Look at them. Look who you've come with. These are your family now. Your chosen family. No fear. Complete vulnerability. Your final test is to prove you're a part of the family.
I don't understand.
The fish is going to speak up. I am Ethar, keeper of patience, adaptability, and the deep waters. My ideals follow patience and endurance. Your final test is to restore balance, to remove that which does kill with murderous intent, and to restore the balance of the ecosystem for which it lies. Work together. Remove the temptation to use vengeance as your driving force. Instead, your heart. If you could do this, then Xanafi will become champion of the druids of her circle. Cassius, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that he is proud of you. Discern that no evil will tempt you. And Vordoon, that your path is that of righteous justice. That you will be the mouthpiece for those who can't speak.
That is the wrong word to choose with me.
You can't see the fish smile because it doesn't have lips. And Evelyn, that your family will reunite. And you're going to see the fish is going to dissipate. The elk is going to step off.
Did the otter take the rock back, by the way? Am I still holding the rock? I've been sitting here going like,
It absolutely took the rock back.
Okay. I'm just sitting here like,
Excuse me. And
I'm just holding it.
the elk walks off the tree and disappears. The spirit of the tree behind you begins to grow, and you're going to see that a door is going to open on that tree. And you're going to see, as you all are kind of coming back from everything that was said, Alrindel is going to say, this final test is one that we don't give to anyone. This one came to us, a creature in Tilboya, unleashed by an unknown evil, unleashed by the blood of a dragon. The drops from this dragon spawned this creature. We ask you to help dispose of it, to rid it of this realm, to make sure that balance in Tilboya is kept.
Just so I'm clear, not saying no. 40 minutes of verbal abuse and then you're asking a favor.
Yeah, this is absolute bullshit.
Again, not saying no, just to clarify, just on the record, the current state of things, and they're gone.
The only one left.
They're gone.
The only one left is the spirit of the tree and the druids, and they're gonna say, the verbal abuse, as you call it, was the trial, the consequence for what happened to those otters. We see you. You've shown yourself to us.
So she kills a few otters, I get called evil. Yeah, that seems fair. That's fine.
You don't know anything about us. You've seen nothing.
You see the tree door start to shrivel and close.
Hold on. No, we'll do it. We've laid bare what you asked us to lay bare. Can we have a moment to rest? Or is it a kind of go now thing?
She gives a nod. You may rest as long as you wish. You are
Can
not
I get some water?
to leave this tree.
Can I get some water? There's a
There's a
specific
well.
I want it from.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's like a 1 in like 1,000 chance they get it.
Cassius, can you still Misty Step, like, get that water to that guy? I want my 75% off item, please. She says I don't really have magic anymore.
Well, if you were anywhere near.
I'll literally
Well.
murder you and those otters. Oh, I thought you were trying to insult me. I'm sorry.
No!
My bad.
She clears her
Whoa.
throat, and the same centaur that yelled at you approaches.
Sorry.
When is Xanafi gonna learn? This way. And he leads you back downstairs.
but we couldn't leave the tree.
This one big tree. It's like the Avatar tree. Remember?
You said that out of character, or in character, by the way.
It was like one big tree.
Mm.
So we can't leave. Cool. I love this. This
You
is
guys-
great.
Go down.
We can't. We can leave. Correct me if I'm getting this wrong, big man. That's in character and out of character.
Thank you.
We can leave, but if we do, we fail. It's just we're given the opportunity to rest before continuing, and for that we cannot leave.
He nods.
Just establishing that there has been no citizen's arrest. There is no
Okay. Okay.
imprisonment.
That's good. They should
If
really
you-
work on their wording.
If
They
you
really
do
should.
choose to relent, the exit of the tree in which we came will bring you outside of the grove, out into
Appreciated.
the city of Tilboya.
Yeah, appreciated. We're not really known for relenting necessarily, so
Well, you're going to need it. That to not relent. You know what
to
I mean.
be relentless.
To
Okay,
be
see,
relent-
it's the
you're going
wording
to need
again.
relentless.
We can have. I could.
Common
I
isn't
have,
even
like,
my first
advanced
language.
I was
okay?
going to say I can give advanced common lessons. I am certified.
He farts. A centaur fart. Your
Oof.
quarters. And he walks away. Now, these quarters that you see are inside of the tree. You see that there are some hammocks. You see that there is a table. There is a pitcher of water. And you are inside of the tree, and you're left to your own devices. For the most part, you're alone.
Evelyn grabs her bag and rummages a bit and pulls out a flask. Who wants a drink?
Yep,
Sanofi snatches it.
that's okay. I have my own.
Anybody got change
Sorry.
for a 20?
20 what?
You got like 25 gold pieces worth of silver?
Oh, I don't have anything smaller than gold.
Piss.
Hold
Why do
on.
you need?
That's 250 silver. for
Why do
those
you
who
need
don't wanna
250 silver?
math. I have 9.
He wants to tip the centaur.
I have 9 to offer.
Yeah.
Why do you need it?
To cast ceremony.
Oh, you need
Oh.
silver powder?
Yeah.
I can give you silver powder. I have it.
25 gold pieces worth?
I have 10 25 gold pieces worth.
Nice.
Hella.
Okay. What are you doing with that?
I'm gonna go up to Xanafi.
Oh, that's me.
Yo, what up?
Don't
I
Wild.
love him.
That's
I
a-
love him.
never
so
speak
I
like
can.
that to me again.
Okay. It's your boy, yes sir. How's it going?
Actually, perfect. Somebody quote that.
With ceremony, there's a couple things I can do, and one of them is atonement. And although your alignment hasn't changed,
You don't know that.
well, I fucking
Well.
might have. I feel like it would fit on here. Maybe it would help you. I don't know. I'm just gonna sprinkle you with some dust
Wedding!
and see what happens, Tots. If you
Touch.
be,
Coming
if
of
you
age.
humor me. Yeah, you are finally old enough.
I'm a real boy.
What does it do?
It's supposed to. I would sprinkle them with 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver,
I sneeze.
and then I make a DC 20 Wisdom Insight check, which I'll probably fail. And I can restore the target to its original alignment, which might
Okay.
help Xanafi with
Yeah,
some of the stuff that they've suffered with the otter thing.
yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay.
What it doesn't list in the spell is that it's actually your spine alignment, not your like moral
Oh,
alignment.
thank
he
fucking
just does
God. I
some,
need a
like,
chiropractor.
moves.
This is. Oh, God. Yep. Thank you so much. Deep breath in.
I cast Reverse Scoliosis. Okay.
I'm up.
So Yasern will go up to you and be like, "Do you mind if I humor me while I try and do a atonement ritual?"
I mean, at this point, I literally have nothing else to lose, so go for it.
All right, cool. Sweet. He's gonna start throwing silver dust all over you. It's his first time doing it, so he's like a little awkward with it.
Now think a happy thought.
Yeah.
I do believe in fairies.
Stuff
So
kind of smells weird.
go ahead and roll. And
13.
you also have inspiration if you want to use it.
Oh, word. Yeah, let's burn it.
Burn and burn, baby.
14.
Nice.
Okay. So Xanaphi, as the sprinkles hit you, very similar to the stars that were kind of glittering. They kind of overcome you as well, and you see that they form this sheen on Beanie Baby, on the skull itself. And suddenly you could feel a connection that Beanie Baby can be summoned.
I can have my baby.
I don't think it worked. I'm sorry, Xanaphi.
I summon be a baby.
I don't understand what you just said.
As
I'm
you
not
put
gonna lie.
as you put the skull
Baby.
as you put the skull on the ground, you see that the walls themselves start to reach these vines, pulling leaves and even some of the bugs and
Oh, wait.
ants.
I don't know if I have a wild shape left.
That's okay.
Okay, I do. Please continue.
You don't have to use it for this.
No, I'll use it. It's fine.
But you'll see Beanie Baby start to form. And as he towers above you, you see he kind of looks right at you. And although Beanie Baby doesn't talk, you hear the groaning of twisting branch as he almost groots at you.
I am Groot.
Bigger. Not
Groot.
there you go. Yeah.
I put my arms around Beanie Baby and I just hug them so tight.
You just
so
see
tight.
his arms turn into vines and they just start to circle as he hugs you back.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Too late.
You're not supposed to hug me back. This is weird now.
The vines relent and something happened. Whatever Yusern did.
I don't know what you did. It tasted and smelled really weird.
It's Fortune's pocket, so not on me.
My eyes quickly flashed to Vordoon, back to you, Cern. Anyway.
You
Thank you.
look back at Vordoon and wearing the helm, you see make an insight check. We'll say that.
I like to do those. Maybe I'll even roll good with the 13.
13. Just like the blood drops, you see that on his neck, down his chin, on the lower of his helm, there's a stream of tears.
Like tears or blood tears?
Tears.
This is a good. This is a important
And
question.
you look to him to say thank you, and you kind of stop in your thank you to see that.
Could be sweat. You don't know. I'm sweating.
Out of your eyes?
You don't know.
This is just dripping down my neck. I got a helmet on.
I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be a brave lass. I'm gonna go forward and try to take Vordoon's hand and hold his hand for a second. Will he let me?
So you know my wings are still out.
That's fine.
But yeah.
We're not afraid of you. Thank you for showing us this piece.
Those wings are sick, bro. Not gonna lie.
You're not shocked by them, I see, but this is what I am. I'm an
And-
ASMR, just as they called out. A
That-
fallen angel.
That changes nothing. We still stand at your side.
Still Vordoon to me.
It's a little bit
Ain't changed.
scary, not going to lie. It's kind of a little unnerving, but that has changed.
They also mentioned some of my past. I'm not comfortable sharing everything yet. I
And you
don't like
needn't.
that they shared. Yeah. Same with all of you.
We're not playing their games any more than we have to. As far as I'm concerned, everyone, anything you've heard them say today didn't happen. I trust you all. I have saved you all and been saved by you all. If there's anything about your lives you wish to share, know that you may, but you don't have to.
Okay, I will add something because I am a little confused about all of that. I wasn't mentioned. At least I don't think I was.
But he was talking about your family.
Yeah, the
No,
family
when
thing,
he
they
brought
did
the-
talk about you and like with the rock and everything, but when he was like listing fears, he didn't talk about you.
I miss
Yeah,
the
that's
entire
why I
part.
was confused because they brought up Samnafi, and then now the fallen angel, and of course Cassius, your background. And is there something dark inside of me? Was I the dark one?
Maybe you're just too normal.
Hmm.
Way to have a family, loser.
Yeah, way to have a family at home that loves you.
And,
I'm
and not
sorry.
Can't relate at all.
No, you don't have to apologize. Just don't be surprised when the magical floating otter doesn't want to dunk on you.
The rock was weird, but
I still think you should have thrown it.
I did resist the urge, honestly. It looked very throwable.
Don't throw the otters rock.
Can I
Seems like
interrupt
everything
really
about
quick?
otters is very horrible.
Shut up. Out of character, I need you to understand how hard it was for me to hold my head when you said, as far as I'm concerned, and then your CERN says, as far as I'm concerned. It was like so hard to keep that in my heart. So I had to let him know. Please continue.
Listen, let's all just take some time, okay? We're going to rest. We're going to go fight a dragon blood spawn. And then if we wish, we can go somewhere else other than the seat of all trauma and discuss whatever we wish to share with the class.
I don't
But
know
for
how you
now, I still have open wounds, and I would like to tend to those.
Oh, I
Shall
can
we
help
all
with
just
that.
have a moment, decompress?
Ian, what happens if I try to cast Cure Wounds on Cassius?
Please don't.
I guess I won't. Never mind. Fuck him. Bleed, bitch.
We're about to take a short rest and then fight something. Don't use your spell slot.
I don't think I even can.
That's actually fair.
You're fine.
I'd
Okay.
rather know now than the heat of battle.
Yeah, let's definitely patch up and
Sorry, didn't mean to press that. Find
What
out
happens
what.
if I druid craft his wounds?
I'm gonna use a blade of
wounds look
grass to
pretty.
make stitches.
Oh.
Do you try to cure wounds?
No, I feel like Leon and Cassius told me not to, so
Cassius
no.
didn't say anything.
Cool, then I'll try. Fuck you, Leon. I'm gonna try to cure wounds.
Okay. So
Do I use a spell slot?
you approach Cassius and you go to touch to cure wounds. Go ahead and cast a spell.
I don't want to. I'm scared.
You cast inflict wounds instead.
Hell yeah, get fucked, bitch. If it is good, it's 13 points of healing. If it works.
I assume we're taking a short rest.
Mhm.
Cool, I'm gonna roll dice.
You are
Gimme.
waiting for the heal to work as it normally does. You're waiting to see the wounds close, and they don't. And then you get that faint green spark as you feel on your shoulder, Beanie Baby places a hand, and coursing down your arm, over your fingertips, and onto Cassius, the heal goes off. As you heal for 13. You don't know what's going on, Xanafi, but the heal worked.
May I correct a visualization really
Please
quick?
don't. Please don't.
Me too desperately. You said Beanie Baby places their hand on me. He doesn't have hands, but instead I imagine was he walks up behind me and like nuzzles in my head. Thank you so much, Leon.
Well, Cassius,
I don't
you
like
see a giant
hands.
giraffe just put a hoof on your chest.
He's not a giraffe.
I legit just pictured him pulling off the hoof like a glove, and then
I'm
Stop
gonna
being
send you
mean
a
to
GIF.
my boy. Do you hear this, Beanie Baby? They're making fun of
Okay.
the D&D version of you.
Now, you guys are
Oh, that's...
going to experience a long rest
oh,
in your short rest.
Oh.
You have 20 hours left on the clock.
Oh god.
That's so much. And this is the final trial. We got 20 hours. It's easy.
It's easy.
I gotta pick my
Don't
spells.
you quiet. if we say it's easy, it's fine. If you say it's easy, I'm scared. Is this dawn or long rest?
Sit down.
Dawn. Dang it. Okay.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you would like to talk about during this rest?
No, but I will be sitting next to Vordoon.
With your pants on, preferably.
For now, yes.
Okay.
as you
Oh, go ahead.
as you sit down next to Verdun will kind of look at you. And just kind of like not a little bit surprised you came and sat down next to him, but then are you sure I shouldn't be calling you Sir, Cassius? Just checking.
Not even an option anymore.
Understandable. Just as I am actually no longer a major.
Major pain in the ass sometimes.
So what?
Said you have a majorly fine ass.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, her dads are flirting.
And sort of like little bit throughout the the rest every once in a while when like Vordune's looking somewhere else. Cassius just like and just does a little prestidigitation, gets some of the blood off of his back, and like you know.
While
can I
that's
get some of that?
happening,
Thank you.
Evelyn is because they're in like a wooden room, I assume, a tree room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Metal.
know,
A tree house, per se.
This tree
Floor to
house,
ceiling metal.
just magically turned all to metal. She's kind of like like putting her hand close to the floor and like moving it because like she still feels the tree and it's weird.
Don't worry, I'll get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it. It is strange.
It's just the presence of life.
It's overwhelming.
It
And
is.
I understand why you are quick to anger sometimes because you've already got so many other things going on in your head at the same time. So you're probably just overstimulated all the
No.
time.
It's just because people are stupid, usually.
Yeah, that doesn't help the situation either. Are you...
Don't ask me if I'm okay.
I wasn't gonna ask that.
Thank God. What were you going to ask then?
Nothing.
What were you going to ask then, Evelyn?
Should ask if you were all right.
I was gonna ask if you were going to be okay.
I always am. That's who I am.
The tiny baby otter spirit was weird though.
I still feels a little weird that it's inside my heart. The metaphor's lost on me, and
Yeah.
it was
They...
very wrinkly.
I think they just really like to speak. I don't think they get to speak a lot. So
Right.
when they get the chance, they took full advantage of it.
I don't like it here. I want to go. I don't like it here at all. This isn't like how my home was, and this is what I was really excited to see.
You wanted it to remind you of home.
I desperately wanted it to be a piece of home. And it's like I'm a stranger in these lands now.
I understand
an
that
outsider.
perfectly.
Anyway.
We'll get their trial done and get the water and never come back. Flip them off on the way out.
We'll do something on the way out.
I packed a spell where we could find the well right now, but if we're coming back anyway, I guess it doesn't matter.
Sorry. I just
Not gonna
dropped
lie,
my raspberries.
I think we could all use a chance to let off a little bit of steam anyway.
Yeah, something to hit sounds great.
I desperately want to hit something.
And I'm not asking for you to do anything because I have issues with the whole construct of this. Yasone, did they even have you reveal anything? I think they just kind of talked vaguely about you and then just kind of...
Are you an ASMR?
No, definitely not.
He's just an ass.
Basically, yeah.
We all are.
Yeah.
It was weird.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, cool, good for you, but you know.
Guess I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, did the otter call you the ultimate evil?
Fuck. I hope not. That's gonna bring out some horrible things in my brain.
It's gonna have to bring that one up in therapy.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. You're probably one of the nicest people we've met.
So far.
You got something
Yeah,
to say
you
there,
know.
yes, sir?
I've had so little experience with spectral otters, but they don't seem to be the best judge of character.
If I had a nickel for every time. We do have to go to Summer's funeral, though, as well.
Who?
What?
That
Oh,
fucker
yeah.
that died on the
Oh.
airship.
Oh, well,
Right.
we might
Well,
miss it now. We might miss it now.
We were also supposed to go to Portions, weren't we?
I think there was a lot we were supposed to do, and this might have been the wrong.
We'll see what
Direction
time we
to
get
go.
out. I'm sure they'll accept flowers.
I know where to get flowers.
I was gonna do a ceremony.
Well, if we're back in time, you still can.
We just have to go back to the other place within the 24-hour time limit so that we get the.
Yeah, but again, we're 4 hours. Like, if we get to our time limit, we've already missed both of the funerals.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. Everything's
We
fine.
might not even survive the fight. Let's not worry about that right now.
Okay. I have enough faith in our abilities.
Cool.
All right, everybody, shut up now. I'd like to take a nap.
Yeah, we do the rest.
I do me a little sleep.
Okay,
It's a
The
treat.
missile is EP.
so
I'm so eepy right now.
you close your eyes, and is anyone staying up for watch, or are you all sleeping?
Oh, I thought it was
Well,
only
we're
a short
technically
rest.
doing a short rest, but it counts as a long rest. I'm awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and there you'll sit in silence as you see Xanaphi close her eyes, and the words that kind of hang out on your mind as you're resting is her feeling detached, not welcome here, wanting to leave immediately, as she is fidgety, restless leg syndrome. She twitches a bit, but there she sleeps. And
I do wiggles.
you all are realizing you're doing this for her. You have your own things that you have to get to. You have a timeline, but here you are. Eventually,
I just want cheap armor, personally.
you're
You want
doing it for
what?
the armor.
Standards, I respect it.
It's for the treasure. It's always for the treasure.
Many.
We do be liking the money.
A couple times you will make eye contact, and there is something strange about the strange bedfellows. A truth that was brought to the surface. And that is Vordoon's past, Cassius's past. And for that, you all will level up to level 6.
Whoa.
Let's go!
Whoa.
We will
Okay.
roll our stats, or roll now, and then we move to the tree. Congratulations.
Ooh.
That was an amazing
Damn, son.
encounter. You can take the average, or you can roll. And
Tell me the money.
we have a home rule, that a table rule that you re-roll 1s and 2s.
Reroll.
Make sure you add your con to that. D6.
Oh.
There's actually a button
Yes.
on your
Okay.
character sheet for hit dice.
Statistically
yeah.
speaking,
Big money, no whammies.
the average
Let's
is 5.
go.
You reroll 1s and 2s. The only way it's bad is if I roll a 3 or a 4, which is just a 25%
Not bad.
chance. I take those odds.
Those are good odds.
Ding,
I'm going
indeed.
up 8 health points, bro.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Math, you failed me again.
The math is not mathing.
No, that was roll 20 saying, haha, bet.
Okay. A lot of really cool things happen at level 6. And I know you probably don't have time to pick those. So here's where we're going to start the session next week.
Aw.
You guys wake up and make your way back to the treetop. And as you make your way back up there, you are greeted by just one person. And it is the same person that you spoke with earlier, Alrindel. And she's going to say, every time, Sleepy, every time
Sorry.
I mention an NPC, you make that noise.
I'm sorry.
Huh.
I'm just canonically a little guy from Minecraft.
Huh. In this time, warriors are what is needed. The forest, it connects you the moment that you step foot in it. Your mind, your heart. And for that, I owe you an apology. Like the zone of truth, sometimes there's will, and other times that will is taken from you. We took your will from you and forced your past to the surface. We will not do that again. You have our blessing. And for that, you are owed it. This creature was brought to the coast of Tilboya. It was summoned by a blue dragon. There, it has created its own lair, both in the ocean and in the water. We need you to dispose of it. And if you guys have ever had a Heroes Feast, I will post it for you. And this is what you are essentially going to have is the effects of a Heroes Feast. So, for and I'll put this up for you guys. You're cured of all diseases and poison. You're immune to poison and being frightened. All wisdom saving throws are with advantage. Your hit point maximum is increased by 2d10. And it will last for the next 24 hours. And I am going to post that in the chat for us to remember.
We're up.
I think it's if we're operating under the spell itself, I think Monk, if you want to just roll 2d10, because I think it's one roll for everybody.
Yeah, I'll do the thing.
Nice.
You all gain an extra 10 HP. And that's temporary HP. Before it hits your actual HP. No more secrets, unless you choose to keep them. The tree opens up, and What do you guys do?
Walk through it.
Or people
gonna
step
keep
forward.
going.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through it.
As everyone starts stepping forward, I just want to grab Vordoon by the hand for a second to slow him down. I want a moment alone with him on this side of the door.
Okay.
Oh shit!
You all walk through this tree, and it's glowing yellow and blue portal. And as you come through the other side, you are hit with a wave of salt water in the air, and you hear the ocean crashing. It's midday, and then Evelyn pops through, Yusern pops through, Xanafi pops through. Cassius and Vordoon, you're by yourselves.
I step in front of him, so he just sees the tree spirit behind me. He's facing away from all the druids. I say, Vordoon. And he's gonna, if you let him, he's gonna pull off your helmet.
You can.
Woo! Sorry.
Take off.
Calm down.
From one monster to another. And as he says monster, his skin is going to like pulse green. And it's going to retain that color. You're going to see as it looks like Cassius relaxes a muscle. He's been like tensing for a long time. His skin turns green around the edges, his eyes darken, and the antlers go from like the stock elk like tan to mostly black. I'm very happy you're here. Selfishly, in fact, I think I'm glad you fell. And he's gonna put his hand on your face and say, "You'd be too far to reach in the heavens." Kind of drags his hand down your chin and then puts your helmet back on. Shall we? As no, he'll stay the way he is right now.
We shall mount the monster in arms.
Cassius will turn and walk through the portal, and through the door, and as he steps through, on the other side, he's just himself again. He's not green. He's looking regular.
Holy fuck! The fanfiction I'm gonna write, y'all.
You'll hear the faint whisper, "No more secrets," as you walk through Vordoon. And
I'm gonna flip him off as I walk through.
Yeah, there it is.
No more secrets. I fucking hate you.
like that here, in the camera. As you walk in, it's a she. You flick her off, and the portal closes behind you, and you find yourselves in another place. You're in the woods, but you are almost on the beach. You are going to you're going to see that this looks like there once was some standing towers that have dilapidated over time. This place is no longer used as a tower or watch place for Tilboya. You see off in the distance there are a couple ships on the horizon line of the ocean, and you can see that there's rock cliffs down below. It's kind of difficult terrain, and you see that even the bridge that leads down a path towards the ocean water has fallen and crumbled, leaving a 6 or 7 foot gap. And there's a sense of uneasiness that immediately overcomes all of you as you realize that there's no sounds of birds. Even the seagulls aren't barking. There's no bugs. It's desolate. And you smell death, rotting corpse somewhere below. You realize that it's currently low tide, and that smell is coming from the ocean revealing something sinister below. And that is where we will end our session.
Can we just keep going for like 20
Yay.
more hours, please? Just like 6,000 hours.
Can we
That's
just
it.
yap for 10 minutes since we ended early?
We can.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you guys do when you get here?
Oh my god.
Oh no, I meant out of game, but we can yap in game too.
Oh.
Where the
Excuse me.
hell are we?
We don't have a lot of live yapping time, so
Yeah. Yap away, everybody. Grats on level 6.
Holy shit, why is there
Oh,
so much
boy.
and death and secrets and hot in this
Hi, Mod Mom.
Hi, Mom, Mother.
Hi, Mama.
Love you, Mom. That was a
Anyway.
lot. That was a lot to.
That was a lot, yo.
That was a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I've been
A lot to
cooking.
unpack there, and we got. I'm very interested to see if anybody is going to willfully unpack more when we're done with this. I want, you know what I want? It's my headcanon that Yasern's gonna be like, actually, they didn't really talk about me very much, so I'm gonna talk about me a little bit. What do you guys want to know?
Why was that impression so good, though?
Yasern, you did catch the subtle hints to your past.
I got some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not the only
We
one.
watched the VOD just to make sure that I have all of them, which you
not
can
the
also
only
do
one.
if you go on YouTube. The VODs will be there.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
have
gonna have to
to enter that?
rewatch.
To like, favorite. Nah.
No. Say
No,
what you
yeah,
said.
like, favorite, subscribe, like, dude, share with your friends. Don't forget to
ring the bell.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
No, you guys are good sports. That was a lot of fun. That was incredibly emotional. At some point, I was feeling it. I'm like, this isn't my cold. This is actually me about to cry. This is awesome. You guys handled
That
it
was
so beautiful.
One Piece for me too. When Xanafi said, "I don't want to be here anymore," Cassius, I almost started crying so bad.
Yeah, I
That
felt
was
that.
really, that was tough.
Evelyn got
Yeah.
me. The way he could played that moment immediately pulled on the heart strings.
Oh,
Through a little comment.
we're gonna make
so
out
good.
later. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Evelyn and I are definitely making out later. Evelyn is gonna be.
Yang Yang, if you make theories, post them to the Discord. I want to
Mhm.
see. them.
Yes, we need a
I want to
theory
see
chat.
everybody's.
Oh, can we
do.
please?
I'm working on it.
What kind
Get
of
to
theories?
Just
Fan
all of
theories.
them.
Yeah.
Fan theories, like our backstories and stuff.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna hook
Yeah.
up first in the group?
Again.
That's what I want to know. What everybody
Yeah,
thinks.
who and Cassius are gonna hook up first in the group?
Oh my god!
That
Who
is more accurate
Stop
of a
them.
question.
Yeah,
God.
that's fair. That's
Like
fair.
the Cassius and Vordude moment. Oh my! I'd be
I got two
sweating,
cigars.
dude.
That it's gonna be that cat guy.
Cassius and a
Fuck that
Cassius
cat.
clone. Grassman, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's crazy. Oh man, Cassius, if you were a trickery domain cleric.
Ew.
You-
It's basically masturbation. I don't know what the problem is.
You can't say that on Twitch, bro.
Yeah, you can.
nah, I'm calling the police.
If you can't say masturbation on Twitch, I would have been banned months ago.
Me too.
Beanie Baby will hook up before anyone.
How dare you disrespect Beanie Baby?
Why
He
did
gave
you
his
give
Randy.
him hands, Monk?
No, he does not have
Why?
hands. He does not have hands.
I was
I will
I
not allow
totally
it.
was just like feeling Groot and I'm like, these vines come out and it's a different Beanie
No.
Baby. This is
It's
like
a
you and Beanie
wrong
Baby
Beanie
leveled
Baby.
up together,
Hey, Monk, should I tease a little bit?
Yes, yes, yes,
Please.
yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say I can't wait for the Beanie Baby lore drop
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
You're
that
gonna
I know about, and you don't.
It's gonna be so good when it happens, though. Chat, you're not even ready. You're not ready. Like, look at me. You're not ready.
Sleepy, you're not ready.
I'm definitely not ready. I'm gonna scream.
There's
I
Beanie
just-
Baby lore, and I
Where-
am thrilled about it.
Where did the name come from? Why did you start calling him Beanie Baby?
I told you why. Because Lily, she's my real life dog,
Mhm.
and I call her Lily Bean, and then I call her Beanie Baby. I'm like, I want a piece of Lily in my game, so it
I
just
love that.
slipped out the Beanie Baby because I'm like, oh, that's my favorite baby
It's so
in the whole
fitting.
livelong world.
It's so fitting.
So it's Beanie Baby.
It's Beanie Baby, BB
Could-
Baby.
Couldn't think of a name for the longest time until that popped out, and it was
Yeah.
a joke. And then somebody said, "No, do it," and I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good name.
Became canonical real
Mhm.
fast.
Yeah. Monk, whose
Yeah.
lore drop was your favorite?
Yeah,
Pick a favorite kid.
I
Pick
can't.
a favorite
I can't
kid.
pick a favorite because
pick a least favorite kid then. You
Yeah.
had the worst
you know
lore.
Vordoon wasn't expecting lore drop to happen, so that's
None
a
of us were
surprise.
expecting lore drop to happen.
I was
Cassius
I
expecting
was
a little-
expecting lore
Xanadu
drop.
I was gonna
was.
say.
Well,
You served
besides
Vordoon and Evelyn.
besides Cassius.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I was not expecting the Vordoon lore drop, and I was expecting more of a Cassius lore drop.
Same.
Not as much came out as I thought was going to.
Well, I mean,
Don't
you
you
did
worry.
that, so
The
I
reason
feel like a
for
lot still came out though.
yeah.
a name,
We'll be talking.
a
Don't
very
you worry.
important name came out.
Yeah, but that
And-
came out last week, or 2 weeks ago, technically.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I think with Cassius, I think there's so many layers to that to
Like an
unpack
onion,
He's
that
an
in
onion.
one trial. Yeah.
like an apple.
And you guys didn't beat up the NPCs too much. They were great
That's
forest spirits, but still.
We didn't
Vordoon
beat
almost
them up
did.
physically.
Almost tried.
Vordoon.
I have to
We
imagine
definitely
after
beat
you're
them
already-
up verbally.
Yeah.
I have to
The
imagine
events
after you're
really got-
already dead, you don't have a lot to fear. So
Hmm.
I guess it makes sense that they weren't too mad about that.
Yeah. They were waiting for it. Like the conquering presence, like revealing who you really are, was beautifully. I thought Cassius
So good.
was gonna do the same thing, and like show where the skin turns darker and the flare, but you didn't. Like, okay.
I have something I'm going to talk about in regards to that in the after show chat.
Mm.
Where
Not
can we
here
find
live.
that?
You can find it on the Discord in our lobby chat, where we go after every show to talk a little bit about the episode, hang out, talk to you guys about other non-D&D stuff also, and just generally kind of be hooligans.
Yeah.
Like what kind of smut we're gonna write and read
okay.
about the story so far between Cassius
That's
and Zaddy Vordoon.
in chat was actually where Yenye introduced us to one of the horniest songs I've ever heard.
And it's so good. I can't stop listening to it. I almost played it at
On
the bar the
Cassie's
other day,
playlist.
and it was awful.
You should have.
Yeah.
It's on his playlist.
What song? Grassman,
Yeah, it's on his
join us.
playlist.
So
I want this playlist.
we're almost out of time, guys. So let me just say thank you. I missed you all dearly, and I'm so happy to be playing again. We have a couple big things coming up on our stream that we want to talk about. Next week, we are going to be doing a Halloween one-shot. Hey, guess what, players? We're going to be doing a Halloween
I was
one-shot.
like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I was
cool.
going to say, we haven't heard about this
I was
yet.
like, what?
Yep. These last 2 weeks have just been totally crazy for our project. So welcome back, everyone who came back. We're so glad to see you. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Also, we have most exciting Thursday. So open up your calendars. You're gonna create an event because you have to be here for it. All of gaming related will be here to support the wonderful Lightning Hikaru going live. Hikaru, please tell us everything.
Yeah, so starting 6:30 Mountain Standard Time on Thursday, the 24th, I'm going to be live streaming Sonic X Shadow Generations, the new game coming out. First at 6:30, we are going to watch the very fun animated shorts that they made to promote the game called the Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings, kind of explaining where Shadow was right before the game starts. So kind of a little bit of prequel, and it's beautiful and amazing, and I want to show it to everybody because if they haven't watched it yet, they should, like 1,000 times, because it's way better than Sonic Prime should have been. We don't talk about it. Anyways, we're gonna do that. We're gonna play the game and then play some of the game and then play more of the game later on, and I'm excited.
Okay, awesome. 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and that's on
6:30.
Thursday, the 24th.
Yes.
I am for anybody that needs help with that, I'm creating a Discord event for it in the
Yes.
official GR Discord server, so
Yeah,
the information will be there for you.
yeah. thank you, Soren. 1:30 a.m. Monday in the United Kingdom. So take a nap that day. You're not gonna want to miss it. And then I always love talking to our other streamers. We have quite a bit of them on here. Let's start with our Hexblood Bard, Leon. Anything going on in your world? You busy person.
Oh, I could premiere this. I haven't actually shared this on my own
A premiere
situations yet.
Okay.
So first of all, I've been away for a while and things have been really hectic, but I'm getting back into it this week. I'm going to start a regular schedule. I'm streaming 4 days a week, probably Monday through Thursday in the evenings. Tuesdays get a little hinky, but I have something planned. But I think it's going to be next week or the week after on Wednesday. Back during my subathon, I had a subathon like point goal where if we hit it, I would do 5 push-ups for every sub to the channel for the rest of the year, and I haven't been doing that. So in a couple weeks, I'm gonna do a stream and I'm gonna go live, and it's not gonna end until I do 1,000 push-ups
Holy shit, dude.
to make up for all of the ones that I've missed.
Okay.
That's not going to be on the 30th, right?
Do you have a
Right?
doctor on call just in case?
don't
I have a
tear 'em
nurse
up.
You have a
in the
nurse on call.
house.
Okay, good.
It'll probably be possibly November 6th.
I'll allow it.
Wait, I'll come out real quick. I'll give you nice massages in between. You know.
Oh,
There we go.
That's so
Leon.
nice.
And we'll do like community games, and we'll do stuff in between so I can have little rests. But that's the main goal is
Yeah.
just shit ton of push-ups.
Sure.
Yeah.
Leon,
Huh?
can you remember us when you're One Punch Man?
Yeah, sure, I'll remember you.
I love it.
Yay!
Why did you crack your knuckles like that, bro?
That was a nice snap.
Okay. And
Was
what's
it
the date on that?
intimidation or arousal?
Do we have a date yet?
Oh, sorry.
I
said-
think November 6th. I think.
November 6th. Okay. Deal. Okay. And then Always Sleepy 907. What's going on in
That's
your world?
me.
Yeah.
I don't really have too much. The reason I was giving Leon a bad time about October 30th is because on the 30th, the day before Halloween, I'm gonna be doing like a Halloween treats against. I don't have a cool name for it yet, but it's a little cooking stream where I'm gonna show you how to make like cool little Halloween treats and decorate stuff and spider deviled eggs and
Yeah.
things. And I want Leon to be a part of it because it's gonna be really cool.
Is he going to
That's all I
spit
have so
cucumbers
far.
at the camera again?
If he does, then that'll be the worst.
I don't even think there are cucumbers in the recipes, so I
I
will
could
have to
make
bring
one.
a cucumber.
No, then you got to spit
specifically
eggs.
to
Oh,
spit.
Don't spit eggs. Please, God, don't spit eggs.
Don't do that.
Um,
Everywhere.
That's cool.
Ugh.
That's on the 30th?
But other than that, yeah, that's
love
gonna be on the
that.
30th.
All right. What about
Little
you, Derp Snack?
pre-Halloween fun stuff.
My work schedule is gonna be changing here soon, so everything's up in the air.
Well, let us know, homie.
I love that Derp Snack streamer.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Me too.
Honestly.
I got to have pizza with him and play darts. I was really bad at darts, but he was really
I
good.
got drunk, and I've been watching
Yeah.
Naruto, so that probably went weird.
And then...
Derp,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
sorry, I just want to say Derp occasion I don't know how it fits into your schedule these days because I've been off and away, but Derp will on occasion do these Stardew Valley streams with another streamer friend of ours, Skunkfish Buntcake.
Mhm.
And I think they are probably one of my favorite streams on the website to lurk and just listen while I'm doing other stuff, just because I
Yeah.
just love those two so much. They're fantastic.
Especially when they're fishing in the rain next to each other. That is the best. It's ASMR for me.
They're two very goblin-y characters.
What?
It's
No.
spectacular.
Love it. And then on the 15th of November, if I'm not mistaken, we are expecting a new member of Gaming Related. Baby Vordoon?
Yep.
Vordoon.
Vordoonier. My son Arcturus is planned to be induced at that time.
Baby.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like the
Arceus,
fourth
sorry,
predecessor
that's
in this
different.
count.
Wait, but
Yeah,
Vordoon,
that's not the
Dude,
same.
if I ever have a son, I'm naming him RC.
And you're gonna make them fight. Only
wait,
there can only be one arc.
you can't
know?
have him on the 15th. That's our D&D Friday table.
No, you
move
can have
it?
it on the 15th as long as it's not on Tuesday.
Okay, deal.
I believe I will not be playing
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
for that day, or for maybe
come
that
on, you can
Tuesday
make it.
either.
Ah,
Tune
no.
into the hospital.
A
Come
baby's
on.
gonna happen, and then we'll go from there. Don't you
Yeah.
worry about it.
All right. Well, guys, good game. It was so happy to have you all back. Grats on level 6. Everyone else, meet us in our Discord. Stay tuned. We're going to raid out to our friends. Go give them some love and some follows, and then catch up with us because we want to talk more. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good
Bye,
job.
friends.
Bye,
Love you.
everybody.